Stormkings Thunder. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, Gareth. We have Katie with us, who's playing Levine. We have Rick, who's playing Larch. We have Josh, who's playing Drapus. And we have Jesse, who's playing Sid. On our screen now, you should all see also there's some art on the screen, which a fine gentleman, I don't know how to pronounce the name, unfortunately. But they it's on the screen. They produced that for us. That's very nice. And to start off, let's just start right into it. Everyone roll me a d20. Just get right into it. Why not?
I was not prepared.
10.
14.
It's already starting.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Jesse, just rolling his stereotype. Oh man.
starting well. Unfortunately, Mr. Sid, you get to do the recap.
Oh man, I don't remember. The last episode was literally about you. I mean, I remember we came into the city and we thought there were some goblins, and then we attacked them, and a warg bit me, and I died.
And that was it. Then you died.
Yeah. No, there was something about a chicken. Drapus couldn't kick down any doors. Levine is our accountant.
It's fine.
Rick summoned the chicken. I'm trying to remember the chicken's
Would
name.
anyone else like to assist?
McFly.
Yeah, the chicken instantly died.
No. We cleared the town of goblins. And then there was this weird dragon thing that came out of a ruined keep on an island below the town. And we were going to go check that out when Sid fell into the river. And despite his best efforts, could not get out. And everybody else was running around panicking while Levine sort of just cleaned house in those ruins.
I'm very rich now.
Yeah. And I'm very wet.
We had some amazing swimming by everyone in our team, except for Levine, who was completely fine, and Larch, who was just hanging out, running back and forth.
running a marathon.
Yeah, Larch
He
was
needed rope.
putting in work. Well, you all also leveled up to level 2. You experience the beautiful showers during the night, and we're gonna pick up. So, you've just finished hanging out. Sid has been reclaimed from the river.
Have I dried off yet?
You're still a little wet, but you've mostly dried off. And you're all kind of standing there. You can hear the cat meowing again, Larch, just kind of hanging out at the that house. What would you guys like to do?
So, when you sent the chicken down there, what did you see? Because you said you could look through like the chicken's eyes, right?
I didn't see much. It's just kind of like a narrow tunnel, and you can see like a little bend.
Going towards the...
Yeah,
keep,
correct me if
right?
I'm wrong, but it was towards the keep, right?
Correct. Yes, it was going
Okay.
south. It didn't get a chance to see much as it was thrown in and then instantly attacked by a cat.
Okay. How big is this hole that goes down?
It's about 5 feet across. So
And my
you
rope
could
is
all
still
kind of
tied there.
yeah, you guys
And
could all shimmy.
it was like 100 feet down, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. My rope is like hanging about halfway.
Yeah. Larch's adventure for rope continues.
Okay. So your rope's tied off to that rock and then went down in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it goes
Okay,
down about
so-
45 feet. So you guys need another 50 feet of rope.
So we're all, who's the smallest of us? We're all pretty big. I think
I
it's
think
going to be,
Larch technically is.
Okay.
I think probably.
Okay. So I also have
Minus
another
the hat.
50. Yeah. So I reclaimed my rope from Sid last time. So I'm gonna go over to the rope that's hanging in the hole, pull it up, and tie off to like extend the rope towards 100 feet.
Okay. So you
And
drop
then-
her on down.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to tie Larch. Come here.
What's up, man?
I'm going to tie Larch to the other end of the rope.
Permission or?
Yeah, you can let me.
You
Okay.
just do it, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just you're
Or
tied.
just what this
standing
looks
there,
like
saying
you're a
And then-
toddler just walking up.
And then I don't know how you want to do it. So I want to do like there's rubble and stuff around. Obviously, I want to find a board that will cross the hole, and I want to wrap the rope around the board, kind of like
Officially,
so I can lower him
well?
down. Huh? What?
Like a well?
Yeah, kind of. And then I want to lower him. That way, it's not all on me. I'm the board's going to handle the pressure, his weight, and we're just going to lower him down.
Okay. So you go up, you drape it. You drape the rope around his waist, tie her on up, get the board all tied up. Larch, what do you do?
I'm just dangling.
Oh, you're
I'm
going down?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. So you need to like walk off, and you're gonna rappel down. You're gonna like walk down the wall, and I'm gonna hold your weight and like lower you down.
There's not really enough
Yeah,
room to walk down. It's only about 5 foot across. So
Yeah. So
I'm just
he's
gonna put
just
my
gonna hang onto the
hands
rope and
and,
put
like-
his feet up against the
Yeah.
wall, and just kind of like walk down the wall.
if he starts going too fast, he could just kind of splay out.
Yeah, I just shake
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
All right, Drapus, make me an athletics check with advantage, because you got the tackle and everything. See how well
Okay.
this goes.
24.
Natural 20. Very well. Very good job. So, Larch, you just have an amazing sensation of just slowly floating down into a hole. Now, Larch, remind me, do you have dark vision?
Nope.
Okay. So as you progress down this hole, it slowly gets darker and darker and darker until all you can see is a little pinprick of light up high above you. And you're now in this hole. You can feel your feet on the bottom, though. You've made it. You feel a bit of chicken remains, but you know.
I take a feather.
You smell it. Yeah, it smells like McFly.
Yep, it's him.
Yeah, you can't see anything. You can hear. Roll me a perception check.
Can I cast dancing lights?
Sure.
Cool.
So you do a few globules of light. They could begin to slowly float around above you, and you can now see forward into this tunnel. Looking.
I don't know. I did advantage.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but we'll go with the 5. So looking around, it looks like this is a fairly old tunnel. It looks like it's not been used in a long time. You can see there's dust along the ground, other than a few little cat paw prints. It's pretty musty. You can tell that this is definitely close by water, because you could assume with your amazing perception that this goes under the river that encases the city. So all you can see is that this tunnel begins to slowly go down, and it begins to just kind of wave up and down as it progresses forward. What do you do?
I'm gonna untie the rope for myself and just yell up. Yep, it's good to go.
Alrighty. So
I'm gonna look at everybody. Who wants to go next? I'm not
I will-
exactly having the best day.
I offer to go next.
All right. So I pull the rope back up, and we'll do the same thing. Tie Levy off to it and do it again.
Yeah, easily you get Levy down. Levy, you can see a few feathered remains, and you see Larch standing there. Who's next?
I also have dark vision, though.
I'm I'm gonna yell down and say, "You two go forward a little bit and see if it's worth all of us coming down before we
I
all
yell
get down
back
there."
up. I yell back up. I've already been over and start walking.
Okay.
The point is not to cross the bridge.
So, Levy, you begin walking. Larch, are you following along behind Levy?
Mhm.
All right. So Larch and Levy, the L gang, the two of you
The L gang.
begin slowly walking down this tunnel. It goes for about 200 feet. It's mucky as you get further, as the cave itself begins to slowly drip with moisture coming from the above. Even listening quietly, you can hear just the roaring river above you. It's obviously not very deep, that this tunnel. So you continue going along. After around 10-15 minutes, you begin to slowly get into sturdier footing. The ground itself begins to become blocks of stone that seem to have been placed in. And as you progress forward, another 10 or 15 minutes up this stone brick tunnel, at the edge, you can see a wall sconce, completely unlit, and a iron rung ladder going up.
Does the ladder, from my vision, is there light coming down from where the ladder is, or is it completely dark vision that
It
I'm
is
using?
completely dark.
Can I tell from looking from where I am if the ladder looks like it's in good repair? Or does it look old and like decrepit?
Sure, roll me an investigation check. $19, very good. You're well trained in the art of the ladder, and you do a quick scan over it, and
I know me some ladders.
This ladder looks like it's been polished like several days ago. It's good looking ladder.
Looking ladder. I like those ladders.
Well greased ladder.
Well greased ladder.
Well, it's not greasy.
That's a bad ladder.
Yeah, it's not greasy. Someone drops fire down it, grease.
Grease is flammable.
Yes, it is.
I have had this fight.
But no, it's a nice ladder. It looks like this is a fairly maintained path.
Yeah, it's just I feel like I'm very curious what the state of this hole and tunnel would have been prior to a giant boulder appearing to have fallen on it. Like, this was well used, but there's no ladder that got us initially down. Like, so I'm just kind of
Larch
bit is
launches
well
an
used,
orb
but
of
that's
light
it.
at you.
Yeah, no, I'm not actually. I just I went to read it and it just clicked it.
Larch
It was
assassinates
in that
Levy. I'm sorry.
Docket is this orb that wishes by me.
So during these 25 minutes, Sid and Drapus, what are the two of you doing?
Don't ever talk about me falling in the river. Ever. It never happened.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
This stuff never happened. Pretty much just sitting up there waiting to hear what we're doing. We're just giving him crap for trying to die, and then giving him crap for trying to kill me too.
Sid's just wringing out all of his possessions. Just
Wringing out his sickly arm.
yeah.
A little bit of pus and stuff drips out as well.
We gave visual.
Let's have Sid and Drapus. Both of you roll me perception checks, please.
I don't wanna.
Not that, I mean, anything's going to happen. You guys can refuse if you'd like.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
Mean anything.
4 and a 13. Sid. You're kind of sitting there listening to Drapus. You can swear after a few minutes of the L gang being gone that you hear a very faint, very far away sound of a battle horn?
Which direction?
Northward.
Okay.
Towards the Ardeep forest.
Drapus, did you hear that?
Hear what?
I sort of stand and look to the north. There's battle horns coming off that way.
You say Matterhorn?
That too, but also battle horns.
Battle horns? No, I didn't hear any battle horns.
There's a massive mountain coming towards you.
You probably
Oh no.
still have a bunch of river in your ears because I have excellent hearing.
Could be. Didn't they say the army was on the way?
Yeah, but he said that they were coming from the way we came, which was the south.
Is there like a tower or something we can climb that would give us visual?
To the north, there are several towers that had not been damaged.
Like where we came in, right?
Where you came in, and then to the north, there directly north, there are 2 towers as well. There's one.
It looks like there's one above the graveyard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to this one.
Okay, so you just start dashing over, sloshing around. Drapus, are you following?
I guess I'm gonna yell down the hole. We hear something, and we'll be right back, and just take off.
Are we able to hear that from where we are? I don't think.
Larch is just making echoes in the tunnel.
What are the 2 of your passive perceptions? Larch and Levy.
Oh, ours?
Great question.
That is a good question.
10 for me.
I keep thinking you're a druid. No, you're a
Nope.
you're a wizard. That's right.
I'm the druidiest wizard.
13 for me.
Yeah. No, you don't hear any yelling. So, Levy, you're standing at the foot of this ladder. Larch, what are you doing? Levy's standing there looking up at this ladder, inspecting it, bringing out a magnifying glass, taking a look at it.
Yeah, well, I guess there's only one way up, and that's up. And I'm gonna start climbing it.
We
Trying
can't. You kind of cut out there, unfortunately, Levy.
Oh, can you hear me okay now?
Yep.
Okay, good. So I thought the agreement, I'm going to ask Large, it's like, are we supposed to go back and talk to them?
I think we were supposed to find out where it went, right?
I'm fine with that. So I'm following him up.
All right, Larch. So you begin climbing. Roll me just a quick athletics check or acrobatics. If you want, just do
Was it greasy? Is the ladder really greasy?
No, it's just it's a fairly long climb.
I'm better at these. Oof.
6. Okay.
I'm the Sid today.
You begin just kind of slowly climbing up, and after about 15 feet of climbing this ladder, you just kind of stand there with your arms attached to the rungs and just go, I don't want to go any further. This is a fairly tall ladder. Levy, you can try and climb over Larch and keep going.
I'm going to attempt to do that.
All right, athletics or acrobatics, please.
Yeah. I'm going to do acrobatics.
Just do some sweet flips. 14. Okay, not too bad. So, Levy, you kind of chimney climb up half the side of the wall over Larch, and then continues climbing up the the rungs. It goes a decent way up. It's about 75 feet of just
the total ladder, or from where we are?
Of the total ladder. It's a long ladder.
That's a long
Your
ladder.
shoulders are just, you're kind of noodle arming, using a lot of your lower legs to try and push it way through. Yeah, at this point you probably should have a harness on or something, but no, that's fine. Up at the top.
What I was thinking was trying to wrap a rope under Larch's arms just in case.
There is a wooden trapdoor above you.
I hear anything through it, or am I still just hearing water and
Roll me a perception. $15. You do not hear anything past this trapdoor.
Okay. I'm going to attempt. Can I tell if it's locked or movable?
Yeah, you can go ahead and try. You kind of budge up onto it with your shoulder and your arms. It kind of jiggles a bit, but doesn't seem to move much. It might be locked.
Okay.
Seems like it might be locked from the other side.
Oh, other side. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I'm going to, obviously not whispering, but quietly, I'm going to try to tell Larch that it's locked.
Okay. Larch, you hear the very faint whisper from 70 feet, or from 45
I'm not
feet
whispering
above
from
you.
where I am. By the time it gets to him, it's a whisper.
You hear, it's locked!
I guess we gotta go back then. And then Larch is
I could
start climbing back down.
Katie, Levine, you hear it, and you begin kind of slowly climbing back down, unless you want to try and break through the board.
I was considering it, but since he's already making his way down, I'm not about to go on alone again.
It's a slow way down for me.
He's like 50 feet below you. Larch, you could always just jump it down if you want.
Nah, he's gonna try and lower himself.
Ah! Just do what you do in Minecraft, where you let go and then come back in and grab back on right at the end.
Just like a water stream.
Right. Drapus and Sid. The two of you climb up this 20-foot tower. You do a quick look around. Both of you perception checks again. 22, 19. Both very respectable. Okay. So, the two of you kind of stand up there looking around, kind of shielding your eyes from the around 11 a.m. sun at this point, after all the water shenanigans. Quickly looking around, and maybe close to 1.5 to 2 miles north, coming out of the shades of the boughs of the Ardeep forest, you can see figures running. You don't know, they look humanoid. Other than that, they're just kind of tiny and off in the distance. They seem to be running from the shadows of the Ardeep forest.
So they're like running towards us?
They're running southward, so yes, they will intercept with the city at some point.
Does it look like they're running in an organized way, or like, are they scattered?
What you can see right now, they seem to be running in a panic.
Okay.
Almost like a fleeing force. Looks like maybe they're fleeing from the boughs of the woods.
Well, they're like 1.5 miles away, so that's kind of not our problem right now.
They're about 2 miles away. Yeah, you know of them, but they're not an issue right now.
I just look at Sid and I'm like, yeah, that seems like somebody else's problem. But we could go raise the bridge and just keep everybody out.
My city now.
Sounds like a good plan.
Because we don't know what they are. Like, they could be running in a panic, trying to run away. And 1.5 miles a long way to get chased. Like, I don't want them to bring whatever they're just chasing them here.
Here's how I look at it. Either we don't want them in, or we don't want whatever's chasing them in. So either way, I think we should bring up that bridge.
Deal. On it.
Are you guys still looking as you're talking?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
All right, so as you guys are kind of talking to the side of each other, you see some of the orcs begin, kind of give that away. Some of the creatures begin to kind of fall face forward as they're running, and you can see a large stampede of horses chasing out of the woods. all in bright gold and green armors. You can see this because it's glittering in the midday sun. One of them's holding a large golden green banner up in the winds, just kind of flailing behind them. And again, you hear this loud cacophonous war horn as these creatures are stampeded by this cavalry.
I look at Sid and I'm like, it's the Rohirrim. They're here.
And for wrath, and for ruin, and the song rises.
Is there one that's like really, really white at the front? There's like a sunbeam hitting them.
Really long hair.
Yeah. If you
No,
can
this
tell
is
the
the
length
north,
of their
it's not
hair
the
from a
east.
mile and a half away,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
You're not an elf, so unfortunately you don't quite know this.
What do your elf eyes see?
I don't fucking know. They're over a mile away.
Where I'm from, we just call them eyes.
On a for real note, I'm still going to raise the bridge.
Yeah, I would say that we hurry.
Yeah, so you two quickly scamper over and begin raising the bridge. Let's just have who wants to do an athletics check for me? You'll have advantage, so whoever's higher.
That's probably going to be me.
It's almost definitely you, yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Natural
Natural 20.
Natural 20, very nice. So you begin, and the bridge begins to slowly raise up. Okay, so the bridge has been closed off.
You know, even if my modifier was better, I'd still say you should probably roll it.
Why? It's not like you're trying to swim or anything.
Yeah, you're on dry land.
I'm scripting. It's okay.
All right. So the two of you have raised the bridge. Are you gonna go back to the tower and just keep an eye out again?
No, okay, so Sid, do you want to sit here at the gate and wait for them to come down? Because they're not going to come through the north side. It's just a river. And you know how the river works. They're either going to come over to the bridge or they're just not going to come here at all. So you can sit here and wait and see what happens. And I can go back to the hole, or I can sit here and you can go back.
Because there's a tower right beside the drawbridge, right?
Yeah, there's two.
Yeah,
one on either
so
side.
I'm gonna go up to the one that's on the north side of the drawbridge, and I'm gonna go up there and wait.
Okay, so if you're waiting, I'm gonna go back to the hole and try and get them back out, or figure out what's going on over there. So that's what's gonna happen. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So Sid, you quickly scamper up. You sit on a box and just keep an eye out. Drapus, you run back over and towards the hole. Larch and Levy and Larch, you guys have reconvened back at the bottom of the ladder. You guys are returning back to the rope.
Mm-hmm. Making our way downtown.
Yeah, so you guys, are you just walking again, or are you gonna double time?
Probably walk. I mean, we don't have any.
We don't know anything is going on, so I'm not going to be pushing a fast pace.
Yeah, so you guys just begin a nice leisurely stroll through the muck and the grime. After another around 25 minutes, you guys make it to the bottom of the hole. Meanwhile, Sid, as you're sitting up there keeping an eye out, you can see this band of horses slowly going through. They're cutting in front of the humanoids that are running on the ground and just sweeping back and just almost completely wiping them out. This looks like it's like a mop-up drop. However, as you see the horses beginning to slowly make their way back towards the woods, you see the trees in the woods themselves begin to shake. You can see the boughs of the trees kind of moving around a bit. And running out of the woods is probably at this distance, you don't know quite its size, but it's a deep brown-skinned creature who comes running out with it looks like a massive log and just cleaves a horse and rider over off the ground. So this creature just comes running out. The horse and rider just gets separated and they just go different directions, probably about 10-15 feet into the air before landing neither horse nor rider moving again. And these horses begin now slowly spinning around this creature. You can see at this point, judging from the maneuvering they're doing, you can tell that they're probably doing an archer formation where they're circling around and shooting at this creature, trying to bring it down. But this thing's just wailing around with this club, trying to take out more of these horses and archers. It's an interesting spectacle.
So the people on the horses, they appear to be human to me.
Humanoid.
And how much bigger is this thing than them?
With them on horseback, this thing's probably 2 to 3 times their size.
Big boy.
Standing probably 20 to 25 feet high.
Hefty.
It's a tall creature. Go ahead and just roll me a quick history check, please.
History.
Cool.
3. Yeah, that's the Ardeep Forest.
Which Sid did not go to.
Ardeep Forest. Yeah, you've heard of the Ardeep Forest. That's the city north of Ardeep. Nah, that's it. That forest is probably called the Ardeep Forest, though. You know that much.
Sid's just like eating popcorn, watching.
Yeah. Right, so Levy and Larch, you guys are at the base of the hole. There's a rope. Drapus, are you going to try and pull them up, or are they going to try and climb up?
I want to call to Drapus.
Since nobody was around, I was gonna sit over there and practice some sweet backflips.
All right, roll me an acrobatics check.
If he does it over the hole, can I roll to see it?
Your dark vision only goes up about 60 feet.
Oh, well.
So, it's pretty good. You kind of run up onto one of the rocks and just kind of flip over. The cat just kind of looks at you. Doesn't really seem to care much. It's a cat. But you can feel, or you can see the rope kind of jiggling around, trying to indicate that they're there.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over there and see what's up. Be like, "Hey, who are you? Are you back?"
We're back. There's a trap door, but it's locked. Everything else is safe.
Oh, okay. There's a bunch of cavalry up here.
Bad.
What did you say? Sorry, you kind of cut out.
You just yelled
Said
bad.
good or bad?
They're about a mile and a half off. So, yes.
So we need to come up.
Sure, if that's what you want to do. You're gonna have to climb. The rope's tied off. I can't pull you up.
Doomed. I look
Larch is doomed.
Yeah, I look at Larch. I look over at Larch and I ask, "How do you want to try this?"
Larch.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself and then just go.
I'm gonna yell down, Larch. How much do you weigh?
Hey, you know never to ask a woman her weight or age, and I start climbing up.
Okay.
It's Larch a woman? Plot twist. Whoa.
Like Larch, are you?
Plot twist.
All right, Larch. Athletics. This is just straight up gym class climbing.
He got tired on the ladder.
14. You needed a 12 or higher. So you just kind of... It sucks. Your shoulders are gonna burn, and your upper arms are just gonna burn for the rest of the day. But you just
So while he's climbing up, having seen Larch, can I do some type of roll to guess his weight?
Sure. Roll an insight check.
Are you holding the rope though? Are you one of those?
No. Just having remembered seeing him. I'm just like,
He's like lifting with one arm.
2. I don't know.
So how much? Just give me a number.
More than a pound.
90 pounds?
Okay. So I'm gonna yell out you can't weigh more than 90 pounds. I'm gonna start pulling on the rope.
How much does Larch weigh?
Large is probably about like almost 200.
He's a half giant, right?
He's like a cow.
Okay, so I'm gonna like straddle this hole, like squat, like, and try and lift up, and just like
Roll for hernia.
roll me. I mean, no one's helping you. Larch
That's
has
a
already
lot of
started
damage.
climbing. Roll me an athletics with disadvantage. Because you're underestimating the amount of force you're going to have to put into this, so...
Please tell me he falls in.
Please
We'll-
don't
we'll
break
see.
the wood. Like,
We'll see. 6.
no.
Right.
roll for hernia.
Drapus, you stand there, straddling this hole, getting ready to pull. You suddenly becomes very hard to breathe, and you just kind of roll off to the side of the hole. You pulled something bad, and it's just
Okay.
another few minutes go by, and Larch, you see the point of his hat begin to slowly crest the top of the hole. Dun, da, da,
It's like a
da,
periscope.
dun, da, da, da. And he kind of grabs onto the wood and just kind of slowly just kind of skitters up. And Larch just kind of rolls over onto the side beside you. He is also very tired. Levy, you got a nice shot of cow upskirt.
Like, just
Up
what I
trouser.
needed to see. Up trouser.
Larch, you're way more than 90 pounds.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Why'd you tell me you weighed 90 pounds?
How dare you say anything?
So I guess I'm gonna try and go up now.
All
While
right.
I see and hear no one since they're rolled off to the side.
Yep, athletics. Larch, as you're kind of sitting there, the cat kind of meanders over and just kind of licks your face a few times.
Quick, run away. He'll eat your face. Remember what he did to his owners.
I give it a couple pats.
Levy, easily, just hand over hand, you just quickly, by the time you get there, you're a little winded. I mean, it's 100-foot climb straight up a rope.
Feeling my traps.
Yeah,
I start, like,
especially after just
rolling
going
my
up a
shoulders a
75
little.
foot, especially after just going up a 75-foot ladder too. Like you're kind of
Up and down.
Yeah, you're winded, but you're getting there, and you're all there. The cat's just kind of looking up. Drapus is looking pretty rough. Drapus, roll me a medicine check. See what you did. It's 10.
Oh, shit.
Something popped, and it now hurts to breathe. So
Hernia check.
what are you guys doing? Sid's just sitting there watching the show as these horses are actually slowly getting picked off by this creature. Like, even at this point, you can see the skins begin to slowly turn dark at the amount of arrows they put into this creature. But this thing is still just wailing around with its branch, just taking out a few of them.
Now, do I have any idea what it is?
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage. What are you trying to say, Drapus? Sorry?
It has Levy made it up yet?
Yes.
I did it with a plum. You missed that.
Oh.
Natural 1. No, Sid, you do not know what this creature is. It's a tall humanoid. It's taken a lot of damage, but it's knocking out these horses. At this point, you hear another horn go out. At this point, all of you hear it, and the horses begin retreating into the woods. Obviously, a callback. Recall horn, because these guys are not winning against this creature.
Should we all go to meet him at the tower then? I mean, we need to know what this thing is.
I'm gonna try and stand up.
You stand up, but it hurts, and you kind of have to use your axe as like a walking stick.
I'm ahead over that way.
I'll follow.
Man, if only you guys had a cleric.
Anytime I notice somebody look at me, though, I'm gonna straighten up and like kind of that doesn't hurt. And as soon as they look away, do the oh my god.
Yeah, you're not really standing straight. You're kind of hunched over, slowly crawling your way towards the tower.
I slipped a disc.
So our soundtrack is just every so often his muffled grunting.
Basically. So you guys make your way over towards Sid. Let's track Trapus down there as well. So you guys are all at the tower. Sid, you can see Drapus is not looking as good as when you saw him.
So I crawl up the tower. Like, has anything? What's going on? What happened?
Did you try and go swimming again?
No. Larch is a fat ass.
Hey man, that's not nice.
He's kind of a cow.
But
I pat Larch on the shoulder.
it's okay, baby.
I pegged him at a solid 90 pounds,
You
and
pegged him? What?
that's
Whoa! Whoa! Not that kind of stream.
Not a D&D stream.
That's the OnlyFans TBDandD. Real 34 Larch.
Which you guys can subscribe to. We do that on Wednesday nights.
Don't bring up
where we
people's
make the real
hopes. Come
money.
on. Oh god.
you just see like four subs in the stream right now.
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa! Oh god!
I sort of just point to this thing that's out in the field. I'm assume as the horses retreat, what is it doing?
So as Sid's looking at you all and talking and points, the creature's gone. So he just points it to an open field. Look, I did
There
it.
was
Look, Mom, be happy of me.
Okay, so
there
when we
was
got
some
up there,
real tall creature that came out.
okay, so when we got up there, did we see any of horses? So all we see is death currently, right? We saw no physical movement.
It's close to
Or
2
did we
miles away.
catch
You can't
any
even really
bleeding?
say bodies or anything. It's just literally an open field. You can see some mud tracks where the horses were doing the circle and shoot. But other than that, it's literally just
Okay. Levine's reaction is going to be this.
Why did I rush up climbing this hole? This fucking...
Why have I gone up and down ladders and ropes multiple times today?
But
Please
why?
explain.
But why?
Somebody tell me.
Sid, you had one job.
Yeah, remind me what that was again?
Don't go swimming.
Sid.
don't die. Look out there and keep track of what's going on.
All right. So a bunch of shapes came out of the trees. Then a bunch of guys came on horses. They took out a bunch of the first shapes. And then this giant thing came out and just started wailing on these guys on the horses. And then they took off real quick.
Riveting.
Should we go check it out?
Absolutely not.
Who's all on the top of the tower? Everyone?
Yeah,
I'm up.
we're all up here.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm for sure.
Everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. Trapus with disadvantage.
Dexterity.
Natural
Hey.
20. Well done, Larch. 3. Well done. 4.
This one is all luck, no skill.
Right.
I just happened to fall in the right spot.
So, you're all sitting there, kind of facing each other, talking, kind of figuring out what the hell's going on. Levy's just pissed off, which is what Levy does. And Larch, you feel your cow senses tingle, and you look up above you at a slight angle. A rock is flying from the sky down towards you, and you just jump over the left-hand side of the tower into the river, So you don't take any damage from falling. You're now going through the river, but hey, you didn't get hit by a
No.
flaming rock.
This is worse. Have you seen this
fucking river?
River.
Levine, you two just kind of jump over the side. Drapus and Jesse, however, Sid, however, you both take 45 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's an instant death.
Oh no!
So, you both take 45 points of bludgeoning damage as coming from the sky is a stone wreathed in flames.
We're both instantly dead.
Larch and Levy, both of you roll me athletics checks, please, to see how your swim's going.
Oh no, I'm instant dead.
Levy, you have a chance to grab onto Larch's cloak. Do you do it?
I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do it.
So
I'm
you
going to be mad about it the entire time.
You grab onto Larch's cloak and just grab onto the side of the bank. Both of you roll me another athletics check to try and climb up the side of the bank. 18-3.
Okay.
Levy, you begin kind of climbing up.
I'm just lazy river floating.
You can try and drag Larch up there if you want.
Oh, so he's like, is
You're
he
just
up
kinda
against the
grabbing
bank
him-
now?
You're
Or
just
is
kind
he
of grabbing him by
still
the shirt.
midway? Okay. I'm going to try and reel him in enough that I can lock one of his arms in mine, at the very least, if I can do that.
Yeah, okay, so you kind of slowly, you begin to make your way up. Sid. Roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
Should have stayed in the tunnel.
93. That's got to be good, right?
And Drapus. D100, please. 76. Very nice. So. Oh, the music stopped. Whoops. Panic.
I was panicking when two of us died.
Hold on. There we go.
That was a lot of notifications in the Discord for that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but okay. So, Levy and Larch, the two of you are climbing up this muddy embankment near the river, or near the road, and you kind of come back and you look around. The drawbridge is hanging at an angle, as only one of the towers holding it up is still standing. The other tower itself has completely collapsed under this into this rock. Both of you roll me perception checks. 19, 18. All right.
Hey.
Larch actually rolled something. Okay. So, both of you roll perception. Both of you can see you don't see your allies. Looking around, you don't see what's through that rock either. However, what you do see is... What's his name? Just a second here, sorry. Morak is by the base of the tower, near the remains of the tower, and he calls out, "You two okay?" Yeah, towards the two of you.
Yeah, I took a bit of a fall. Have you seen our other two friends?
We're working on it. You might want to get back across. At this point, you hear the releasing of a mechanism as the drawbridge just drops the rest of the way. Some of the planks become loose, but you can make your way back across. And there you can see there you can see the half battered and broken bodies of Sid and Drapus in front of Morak, as Morak is sitting there, 2 diamonds on their chests, hands on both heads, and you feel gold wind just blowing over all of them as they're standing there, seemingly casting something.
Are they okay?
It's not looking good, son. You got any powers you can lend?
Anything
with healing or anything?
Not of that sort, no.
I have no healing, but I mean, I have religion and medicine.
I know how to fix like light scrapes and bumps, but nothing quite like this.
We just gotta hope that she's listening to our prayers today, then. And he stands there, eyes closed. The beard begins to slowly raise up in almost an unseen wind. And you see a drip of blood begin to slowly fall from his nose down around his cheek. He seems incredibly strained. However, you see as a brief flash of golden light emanates from both his hands, the diamonds completely shatter and disappear. And Drapus and Sid have returned to the land of the living.
Rolling, guys.
Are we conscious?
You are stable.
Okay.
You needed a 75 or higher, Drapus.
Oh my gosh, Drapus.
Got a 76, so here you are. And Morak just says, all right, help me bring them back to the tavern. They're not going to feel too well in the morning. And
Help, Terry.
yeah, you guys.
Should we close the gates again? There was something running around. I think it's what collapsed these towers.
I don't think the gates can. I don't think
It's
the
like
gates in
shattered,
use right now.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
It's
the
fair.
one tower is completely thing. So when the gate was up, it was kind of dangling at a 45-degree angle. It's almost completely useless at this point. Do you know somewhere safer underground or something?
There's that little cave system that goes to the fort.
Well, if you said something big's coming, will they be able to get in there?
I don't think so. I could barely get in there.
All right, let's try and get them down there then. And so Morak and let's see, what's her name? Kella Darkhope. Him and his wife begin helping you guys drag their bodies, your allies' bodies, towards the hole. And one by one, they get lowered down. Drapus and Sid, both of you roll me a d4, please. See how many hours you're going to be unconscious for.
Roll ones, boys.
3. Oh, you guys are at the same time. So, you guys are at the bottom of this hole. And what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna. I mean, I'll go take a watch, make sure everything's good, and if something comes around, I'll hop back down and let you all know. Let these guys rest up.
I'll stay down in the tunnel with them. At this point, especially if Larch is going to stay up above ground to keep watch, I'm not going to go down the tunnel and trying the trapdoor with 2 unconscious bodies, like leaving them. So I'm going to just guard them from the other end of the tunnel.
Alrighty, so. Is that playing? Does not seem to be.
No, I don't hear anything.
Mm-hmm. It might be blank for the beginning of the track.
Okay.
There we go.
Hold on. What's it called? Sorry, just a second here.
Boom, cleared.
There we go. So, Levine, you're sitting there at the base of this rope, keeping an eye out on your two allies. Morak and his wife are sitting down there as well. Larch, you are sitting up at the top of... Sorry, whereabouts are you? Are you going to go into one of the towers, or are you going to just stay at this house?
I'm gonna stay in the house, probably like talk to the cat and just keep a lookout.
Yeah, the cat kind of hangs out with you, just kind of trying to figure out what the hell you're doing. Larch, let's get a perception check. With advantage, because the cat's going to help.
So let's click on that.
Go Team Cat. 14. Oh, wow. How exciting. So,
Riveting.
Larch, you're sitting there just kind of eating some corn nuts or something. Oh, look, a dog. Bye, dog. And you can hear some calls, some yelling to the northwest of where you're sitting.
Can I understand it, or does it just sound like
What languages
cries?
do you speak?
Common, Giant, Elven.
You do not understand it. They seem guttural and angry. And just kind of calling back and forth towards each other.
Is it similar to the goblins we encountered yesterday?
No.
Hmm.
Tis not.
I'll keep like peeking out like between the boards of the window and just try and lay low.
Right. So, Levine, you're just sitting there, enjoying a good time, watching your unconscious allies.
Yeah, I'm not going to be sitting like with them. I'm going to be partially down the tunnel, like within sight of them still with my dark vision, but I'm going to be further down the tunnel so I can try and keep an eye on the other end as well. Like I know I can't really hear much because of all the water, but vision-wise, I want to use my dark vision as much as possible.
Okay. So, as you're sitting there just kind of listening out, on the very end of the tunnel, you can hear some fairly loud scraping, actually.
Does it sound metallic? Can I tell?
Roll me a perception check. You can't tell. It sounds, by your best guess, it sounds like stone on stone.
Okay. And it's coming from where the ladder was?
By your best
Or
estimation,
that direction. Yeah. That end of the tunnel. I'm going to walk quickly back to Morak and Kella and tell them that I've heard something. And then I'm going to go investigate.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to get closer for me to figure out what it is.
All right. So you head back, and Morak and Kella seem a little worried by what you've said, but they don't seem... They're not too sure what to do. Do you guys go back up, or do you stay down here?
I ask them to stay here. I'm going to investigate as far as I think it's safe, and I will come back quickly, and we can try to get them back up if I think something is wrong.
Okay. So, just to confirm, darkness is back on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Right. So, you're going down the tunnel?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you want to go stealthily?
I'm going to go normally to where I was previously once I get past that point, because I want to do it as quickly as possible. So I'm going to move at kind of a brisk pace up to where I was. From there, I'm going to go as stealthily as possible.
Alrighty. So, you can go ahead and roll me a stealth check then. 5. Okay. So, you begin kind of Naruto running down the tunnel. Just kind of keeping an eye out. As you're progressing down, Larch, you can hear the calls are getting closer. There seems to be several of them. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to cast my dancing lights and send them down the hole.
Okay.
And they're gonna look like red little swarms of fireflies.
Okay.
And they're just gonna kind of like flash red.
All right. So, Morak and Kella see these lights. Morak's gonna call down the hole. Lavid! Larch has seen something! Are you gonna keep Naruto running down the tunnel, or are you gonna turn around and step of the wind back?
No, I think instinctually I'm going to turn and go back for someone calling me. I'm gonna drop it and go, because especially for Levine, she's not used to having people call her by name.
Okay.
So she's gonna go back.
All right. Larch, are you going to stealth? Are you gonna go down the hole? What are you gonna try and do?
I'm just like gonna just keep an eye out and keep the dancing lights going. Like I'm not gonna really try and draw attention or anything.
All right. Roll me another perception check, please. With advantage, because once again the cat's helping.
Right.
What a good friend, Mr. Cat.
What a great cat. Really gotta help him find his parents.
Meow.
No matter what state they're in.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow.
14.
Okay. 14. As the sounds begin getting closer, you can see the telltale sign of olive green skin, ramshackle armor, and vicious looking weapons. As you see a few orcs, they seem to be looting the city again.
What building about are they
They're
towards?
currently checking out the windmill.
Okay. So not too far. They're gonna attack that old woman in the middle of the field.
Oh no!
Cameraman!
Not the old woman. No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make the lights flash a little more intense now. And just wait.
Levine,
to the
as
dripping water.
you're sitting there, just kind of keeping an eye out on everything. You can see now as you've run back the flashing lights of Larch's, whatever it's called, magic lights. You don't know what it's called. Though. What are you gonna do, Levine?
I'm going to. I'm going to actually draw my light crossbow
All right.
so that I have some. Huh?
Sorry, continue.
Sorry, I don't hear bad jokes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that out in my right hand so that I can quickly cover behind me.
Okay.
Just in case. I'm kind of expecting something behind me, so a little bit of my attention I want to keep there. When I get back up to them, I want to ask Morak and Kella if they know what's going on with the lights.
Kella quickly informed. No, I have no idea what it means. I don't know what that spell is. It seems urgent.
I call up to Larch and ask what's wrong.
Larch. Let's see. Let's just see. How loud are you being, Levine?
See, this is. I'm not going to be screaming. I'm not using my full force, but I'm using like my "you're in trouble" voice.
Urine? Okay.
She uses Larch's middle name.
I use Larch's middle name.
Larch,
I'm terrified.
You're kind of sitting there watching as these orcs are kind of mingling about, just having a cool old time. They're just hanging out, man. You can hear some like doors breaking as they're breaking into houses and stuff that you guys had closed up. And the cat kind of perks its ears up and moves towards the hole and just looks towards you and goes meow.
Hey, is somebody stuck in the well?
I'm going to take my light crossbow and shoot into the ceiling beam out of the hole.
Ooh. I'll go up to the hole.
Okay. The cat quickly kind of avoids the bolt. You can see high above you is Larch looming over the light of the hole.
I'm just gonna try and as quietly as I can. Orcs.
How many?
You see Larch's head kind of just creep away from the hole for a second, and I go to check and count.
You can see 4.
Okay, I slip back into the frame of the hole and go 4.
I'm going to climb up.
All right. Roll me an athletics check. With disadvantage. You kind of begin climbing up and your shoulders are sore. Your entire body's sore, and you just kind of begin climbing up, and some of the moisture has gathered on your hands. You just slip back down and get a little bit of rope burn, but you're okay. However, you said you have a 13 passive?
I do.
You can hear down behind you. Hello? Hello?
Kella?
Kella's sitting there, just kind of looking at you. She shakes her head. I know you're down here. Come on, show yourselves. Don't make me work for this. And you can hear a kind of a smelling sound. Come now.
I knew that.
Let's be friends. Morak at this point, it's gonna kind of put his head in his hand and just go, "Oh, this isn't gonna end well." And he reaches inside of his robes and uncorks 2 vials and smashes them into Drapus and Sid's mouths. He was hoping not to have to use these. He was hoping that they could have just, healed themselves after they didn't die, but you both
After
heal.
they didn't die.
Yeah, well, you guys are res. You both heal 7 hit points. Drapus and Sid.
Lovely. We're raring to go.
So
okay.
they kind of
they
open their eyes. The kind of acrid taste of the health potion still in their mouth, and they kind of blink. It's very dark right now because neither of you have dark vision. There's flashing red lights, and you can hear just kind of this creepy far off voice and just the dripping of water. You've never been where you are because you have no idea what this is, but you can see Morak and Kella kind of standing over you. Morak's kind of helping you guys sit up. Everything hurts. Your bodies, your bones, your soul, everything hurts.
What's new?
Yeah, welcome to COVID. So, what's the plan, Levine? You can hear this voice. Morak has just put away the potion vials. Your allies are slowly coming to consciousness.
Was that the Pfizer potion?
No, it's the Johnson & Johnson.
It was only one each, so yeah. It's Johnson and Johnson.
One was Johnson, one was Johnson.
You're saying, no, I'm not going to say that.
That's for the Wednesday stream. That's what the Wednesday stream.
Yeah. There's an awesome Johnson joke coming on Wednesday.
Nope.
Leave it alone.
Okay, I've got.
So did we hear the voices, or
You
was
could
it just her?
hear kind of slowly coming from the darkness to your south in the dankness that you can
In the tunnel.
coming down far away from where you can't see. You just hear,
Oh,
come on,
so
show
it's
yourselves.
me. It's me, Sid,
Levine, Morak, and Kella.
Okay.
There's a rope.
Going to really quickly while they've done this, because when Morak gave them the healing potions, I've put my crossbow away, and now I've got my battle axe out.
Okay.
My 2-handed battle axe, not my small one. And I'm just like 10 feet down the
She
tunnel.
has
I'm
a
just
whole
waiting.
armory.
Have you seen
I've got my blade. I've got my blade, which is like my height, including my horns. I've got my 2-handed battle axe, my single-handed battle axe, a light crossbow. I'm set. I don't need.
I picture her with like a whole closet or like a whole locker. She just opens
What
it
do I
up.
need? Oh, this.
No. Slams the door and takes off.
She's Dora the Explorer. She pulls off the backpack, and she's like, "Come on, backpack."
Can you say knife?
Can you see the battle axe? So,
No.
Levine, you have your battle axe.
Oh God. Yeah, Levy, you're gonna have to go first. I'm pretty sure catching that boulder with my teeth is it's gonna be a minute.
Way behind me, like not even a full eye to see them, and I say, "Get your weapons out."
What the hell happened?
What's
How
going
quiet are you
on?
being, Sid?
Well, I tried to jump off the tower. You got in my way, of course, and then we caught a boulder.
How quiet are you being, guys?
I don't know what's going on.
Do I know anything about up top?
I'm
like,
not being.
All
that
you
stuff
see is
happened
red
before
flashing
I-
light.
All that stuff happened before I woke up, right? So I'm not being quiet at all. I don't know. I'm just like, what's going on? Like, there's a voice.
There's a voice.
Levy's pulling out one of her 15 weapons.
Keeps on calling.
The big boy, take a hint.
Okay, so I pull out my weapon and start like using it as a crutch to catch up to Levy.
Levine, roll me a perception check. Okay, 21. Deep down the end of the tunnel, or as far as you can see, coming out of the gloom are two little pinpricks of light. One might assume eyes. They're just kind of in the distance, unblinking. They're just kind of slowly... They seem to be locked onto your guys' position. Larch! As you're hearing yelling coming up from below you, just saying, "Oh, what the hell's going on?" You can hear two of the orcs just kind of, and the two of them begin. Yeah, that was orcish. You're welcome. Two of them begin.
Very similar to Klingon.
Two of them begin progressing towards your destination. What are you doing, Larch? The cat has jumped down the hole. It just kind of goes meow, looks at you and jumps down the hole.
I am gonna. I'm gonna wait until these two guys are right next to each other,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast Ice Knife once they get right up next to each other.
All right. So they begin slowly approaching more. They kind of get together so they can come towards one entrance. Go ahead and make your attack.
All right, and I'm gonna utilize one of my new things because I'm a Order of Scribes. I can change the type of damage to any other type of damage that's in my spellbook. So
Acid
I'm gonna
knife.
change this to I'm gonna change it to Poison Knife.
Poison knife.
So let us give this a go. Once my character sheet comes back up.
That's fine.
Arch again being the most useful person here.
Except for swimming.
Okay. Ice Knife. Yeah, I just can't do
7.
physical stuff.
So whereas normally it's a glowing blue blade, you shoot it forward and it's just a toxic green. It lands between them, unfortunately, but
I believe it still explodes.
it does indeed in a 5-foot radius. So one got a 13 on their dex save.
The DC is 13.
All right, and one got an 18.
Okay, so they're gonna take half.
All right.
So it's 3d8, or no, that's chromatic orb. Never mind. 2d6. So they're gonna take half of that.
Pew pew.
Four.
4. All right, not too bad.
4 pieces.
And at this point, we're gonna need initiative.
Oh yeah.
So here we can see. Let's just move Drapus and Sid and Levine. You guys are over here in your little love nest. Let me just do some quick drawing here. Sorry.
Can't wait till I get a slashing or a piercing spell so I can cast Knife.
So
release run for me.
Pardon?
The cameras are messed up.
Oh, shit.
What happened there?
Of course they are. Hold on, everyone. Sorry.
Because we switched to the battle layer.
Yep. Oh, Katie's. I just disappeared.
You
Katie.
can set it so that in Discord only video participants show up,
Can I?
but then it'll switch the other layer that you've already adjusted.
That's fine. Fuck it. That's future Gareth's problem.
You can just turn them back on when we switch back.
Exactly. There we go. All right. Perfect. Sorry about that. I didn't think about that.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard anything since Knife.
Well done. Yeah, real mature. So Sid's the only one who's rolled initiative properly. Good job, guys.
I clicked on it.
You
I'm
asked
having
for
mouse
initiative,
issues.
and we rolled it, but you took forever to turn the turnover on.
I will do it
You
again.
asked for it.
No,
we
I
rolled
can
it.
I can just add it. Don't worry. You don't have to do
Fine.
it. 18. Good job, Drapus.
Blaming us.
Yeah, it's my job.
He's like, roll initiative, but wait 3 minutes till I'm ready.
Hey, you know what? It's not my fault. You guys just need to get good. Larch has not rolled initiative yet, though. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There you go,
Still.
Larch. Add initiative. Larch is still rearing from knife. And
I'm gonna cast a knife ball.
It's a knife
Chain.
that explodes into more knives.
Chain knife.
boo.
I'm thinking about is Ivy's sword whip from Soul
Yeah.
Calibur.
Thorn knife.
Hold on.
I want to play Soul Calibur.
It's such a good game.
It's such a good game.
This episode brought to you by Soul Calibur.
Hashtag
It's not. It's not.
Rage
Get-
Shadow Legend
I'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
and Manscaped.
Yeah. The Lawnmower 3000.
If I had $1 for every time I saw one of those ads, I'd almost have enough to afford one.
Exactly.
They look good though. Might be worth it.
The
Nah,
clippers or the work that they do.
Yes.
Clippers.
Let's-
The work is subjective.
This episode is brought to you by Knife.
Knife.
Right. So,
Also
Like
good
his
for
line of men.
manscaping.
Drapus.
Also good for Raid Shadow Legends.
What up?
It is your turn.
Where am I?
Drapus is right here.
You're in a hole.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot see anything.
Okay, I'm gonna
Rage.
hold my action to and I'll attack something once I see like an enemy.
Actually, I guess you do
Waiting to attack until
guess-
you see something.
I guess you do have dim light. Hold on. Let me just. Who's a good dim light source? Hemlock. Hemlock's a dim light source.
Are Larch's lights still going off?
Yes, that's why I'm adding dim light.
Oh, okay.
Light.
cool. You know, a
Uh,
calming red flashing.
Yeah. The common.
Yeah.
It's actually like a fire alarm white, like just.
I was
Just a
just
random
about to say,
strobe in the
yes,
corner.
the fire alarm screaming, but everybody calmly needing to exit the building.
No. Everyone should be able to see.
The building's on fire. Please leave calmly.
How do I make it so you guys can see that light? Can you guys see the light? Drapus, you can see.
Yeah.
The two of them. saw the light,
I
right?
have a bright circle and then like a fog of war
dimmer
circle
circle.
outside of that.
Do you? Interesting. Perfect. Oh, Drapus can see Levine's light. Interesting. That's what I've done wrong. Hold on. Sorry. Let me just fix this.
What was the phrase you used? Get good?
Yeah, I know.
Get good.
I'm trying, man.
But that's with two U's, right?
Get good. Good Boulderfest.
Get Gouda cheese.
Hey, my light is. I have none. I have some, very little.
Yeah, 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That's what we want, right?
There you go. And Levine, you have your normal light, right? You have 60 feet.
Beautiful.
All right, perfect. All right, Drapus. So you're holding until you can see someone, right?
Yes.
Right. How am I going to do this? So we.
I've got my 60 feet of like regular, and then
I would just progress the order, and I'll keep in mind. I'll remember that I need to go, so you don't have to worry about remembering my turn.
Oh no,
also,
that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm
Oh.
just trying to move it so chat, Twitch can also see.
Yeah, that just opened up a bunch of vision for me.
Both perspectives.
Ding.
That's fine. Whatever. Okay.
We can see the two dead goblins in the water.
Yeah, let me just quickly remove those. Those were the two that were having sex, by the way.
The corpses are still floating.
All right. Yeah. So Drapus, you're holding. This
Yeah. Yep.
is. That's what's wrong. There we go. Now you guys.
There we go.
Okay. Now only Twitch can see. You guys should not be able to see. Okay. So Drapus is holding
Fine, man.
orc. This orc is gonna come on over towards Larch. The cat's gone down the hole. And it's gonna just look towards you and say, Orca Saga! And it's gonna
The cat says that?
No, the orc. It's gonna
The
make
cat's
an
an
attack.
orc. Kill it.
Does a 7 hit you? Larch.
Yeah, that's instant death for me.
Oh no!
No, it doesn't.
Okay. That's its turn. You see, or sorry, you,
See nothing now.
the three of you continue hearing. Larch, you can't see anything?
Nope, you just clicked something and I couldn't see it. Like literally when you said you see, then I saw nothing.
What? Larch, you can see the orc ahead of you, right?
I can see me and blackness.
Hold on. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, good.
They changed the way dynamic.
It's only episode 2. By
Hey.
episode 100, we'll have this ironed out.
No, we
Maybe
won't.
episode 99.
Listen, you're asking for a little bit too much, okay?
That's a lot. It's a lot, guys.
There we go.
Now I can see everything.
Me too.
Woo!
I can see clearly now.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
Oh.
Can you still see everything?
So while he's
I can see
fixing
the
this,
whole tunnel.
while he's fixing this, the Twitch chat, I also vote for Kraken.
Oh yeah, we on it.
We drinking Kraken? What?
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Whoa, guys, where's mine?
Cheers, chat.
This doesn't seem fair. Why don't I have a drink? All right, so, Levine, Coming from in front of you, you once again hear, "Come now, please. Nothing to fear. Just come forth, play nicely, and we can all be friends. Not to worry, don't worry, please come now." The orc's turn. This one is gonna run on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to Javelin Lurch. Does an 11 hit?
Never.
This orc's turn. Wow, epic combat. It's gonna run on over. It's going to Great Axe Attack. Does a 15 hit?
No. Large is strong.
Strong.
Temporary
Strong wizard. So it just swings forward and just misses completely. Large Hudson.
Is that one orc completely blocking the door?
Yes, they have just come through. The only way out is down the hole.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to use my hidden step for
Whoa.
bold ability.
Whoa.
And I'm going to go invisible until the start of my next turn.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to fireman rappel down the rope.
All right. Athletics.
Athletics for no rope burn.
9. Okay.
9.
You begin kind of climbing down. You get about 10, 15 feet, and then you just kind of begin sliding, and your hands just kind of begin burning, but you're not falling. Sid
I'm
Millet.
falling with style.
Sid Millet.
Yeah. I am going to peel off one of my gloves, feeling my gross blistery hand. I'm going to place it on Drapus's shoulder. And he's going to feel very grossed out, but also much better. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right.
All right.
Drapus heals 11 hit points. That's pretty big.
Ooh. Very nice.
So like
I take one hand and pull the kerchief up over my face again.
As he like heals and feels better, like I just look equal parts worse. Like my skin just is like sagging and it's gross.
Okay. Levine.
Okay, so has the 2 eyes that I can see now, has it been getting closer during this?
No,
or
they
it's
just seem to be
still
immobile.
whatever is over there is calling?
Yeah, they're just calling out to you.
Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of initiative here, and I'm going to call out to whoever's speaking and ask, "Who are you? Name yourself."
Show yourselves, and then we can exchange names. Not to worry. Come, dear child.
Josh, stop.
Levine.
That's for the OnlyFans.
So,
Get your fat ass back here.
oh no. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, Chris. I'm gonna mute you, Drapus. Levine, what?
You can't look at him. Okay. At this
Deep
point,
breaths, Drapus. Deep breaths.
I'm staring at Roll20 and not Josh.
Yep.
I don't negotiate.
With
Name
terrorists.
yourself. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Name yourself and what I can assume is your companion.
Okay. Are you holding an attack or anything, or is that the end of your turn?
Well, I've been readied this whole time. I'm in a battle stance with my axe, but basically I've been in a guarding position because I assume these guys have been slow to get up and
So you're about
prep
there,
themselves.
then.
So I'm about to just get sick of it.
All right.
So I'm ready.
Drapis.
Okay. So I don't see who she's talking to, right?
You just hear a voice coming through the darkness.
I'm gonna move forward. I'm all healed up and ready to go. So now that I'm all perked up, I'm gonna start heading that way. I'm gonna do a full movement forward towards the voice.
You took Percocets? What? All right. So you step around Levine and begin moving full 60, like action and movement.
No, just movement.
Okay.
So that's, well, maybe. Why won't you move?
Kamehameha.
That puts me there.
Yeah. All right. So you begin moving, just kind of hanging around. Other than that, though, are you readying in an action in case something attacks you, though?
Yeah, I'm just gonna again hold my my action until I see something.
Okay. Let's see how smart orcs are. See
Smork?
if they... got him. Natural 20. So they notice this hole. So they kind of look around, see that you're gone invisible. They don't see you, but they're just gonna kind of and you feel as the rope above you is cut. Large.
Oh no.
As you're just kind of slowly climbing down, and then it kind of comes to like a Bugs Bunny show where you're kind of just climbing down, and as the rope's falling between your hands, and you're like,
I just don't look down.
blink, blink.
If I don't look down, I don't fall, right?
Unfortunately, no. You fall. Fortunately, I'm assuming you did your action to dash.
Yeah, I would have done that.
So that's 60 feet down. So fortunately, only fall 40 feet.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So roll me a quick acrobatics check to see how you land.
Size of a boulder, it's fine.
He's gonna land on me, isn't he?
Yeah, I was about to say it's a good thing you guys are awake now, and then I went, oh, only Drake has
Acrobatics,
moved.
you said?
Yeah, acrobatics just to see how well you land. 9. You take 15 points of falling
Oh, great. That
damage.
leaves me at -1.
Oh no. No.
So the rope slips from between your fingers, and you just... Sid, you could try and catch him as a reaction if you want.
All right, what do you want me to roll?
It would be a athletics check.
Picture him as that body at the very beginning of Predators. Just hit the
All right, here we go. Here we go.
22.
Come on, Sid.
Very nice. So you catch him, and he just kind of lands on your chest. You both end up on the floor. Sid, you take half of that damage, which is 7.
That leaves me at 0.
Are we both out?
Larch, you take 7 hit points.
Oh, instead of the
So
15?
Sid halves your damage by catching you, but he does take half that damage.
flash landing underneath you.
So Sid,
So I'm unconscious. Yeah.
and Sid is now unconscious.
All right, I guess the Johnson & Johnson doesn't work.
All right. Drapus and the others, except for Sid, you all hear.
Except for
I feel like we've done this before. Foolish, foolish children.
Can I try and stabilize
Fight
him?
starts.
It's not your turn yet, Larch.
Oh, yeah.
That was just your reaction. You all hear coming down from the tunnel. Foolish, foolish children. I I'd hoped we could be friends, but maybe next time. And you all see as the eyes, the 2 pinpricks of light vanish.
I literally only had time to get to here.
Meanwhile, also don't forget, Larch, you did all that while invisible.
Oh my god. Wait, so would he have even been able to
Yeah,
catch
it's fine.
me?
Whatever. Sid catches you while invisible. He has
Maybe the
hones.
hat hit him first. Like the hat.
Well, I
No,
mean, he's holding a rope. Like
yeah, the rope fell
Trying
between
to,
his
yeah,
fingers.
he's trying to catch a rope.
Ah, you
And then
hear ah.
fucking cow.
So let's just remove them from initiative. And the orc. They're doing orc things. Let's move Larch down into the tunnel. Look,
Just
the whole
take Featherfall.
the whole family's here. The orcs are doing orc things. Larch, it's your turn. You're half health. Sid
Alright,
is
I'm gonna be
underneath
like, oh no,
you.
oh no. You just see me like poof into existence. I go, oh no, oh no. I'm gonna try and
Which
make a
MVP?
medicine check on him.
All right, you need a 10 or higher.
Nat 20. Nice.
Okay, so you hold on to his bones and set them into a good place, and he is fully stabilized. And he will also have
Broken at his neck.
you
back.
reverse snap his neck, and Sid, you're gonna have advantage on your death save.
all right.
Large, anything else? That is your action.
I'll try and drag him further back into the cave with half my
In case
movement.
something falls down again.
Yeah, just in case.
All right, so these 2 clusterfucks gonna move down this way. All right, Sid, roll me a death save with advantage.
All right. Here we go.
All right. 10. All right, yeah, so just roll it again then.
Why didn't it? I
Because
saw the advantage.
apparently it's not a thing, but yeah, whatever. Just roll it again.
All right.
19. All right, so 1 success. Levine.
Hi. Back to me again, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the eyes I saw are gone.
Yep. And they
I
said maybe
don't hear
next
anything
time.
else.
All you hear is the dank dark of the tunnel.
Okay.
And Sid's labored breathing.
Poor Sid.
I'm used to that noise. I've just tuned it out. It's white noise at this point.
Instead of an initiative roll, Sid should just start doing death saves.
All right, Sid. Oh, sugar, I forgot. All right, never mind. Sorry, yeah, continue.
All right. So at this point, I know I probably heard them fall. And there's crashing.
Yeah, Larch is right beside you. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to go up to investigate then.
All right. So you just going, you doing an action and movement, or are you just gonna?
Going to move up just past Drapus.
Okay.
I'm going to use my full movement. And I think what I would like to try is to actually light an arrow and shoot it to the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
Because then whatever is lit up would hopefully Drapus would be able to see it as well.
All right. So roll me just a quick arrow attack.
I guess it really doesn't matter what I'm using it with.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
21. So you quickly load your light crossbow, knock it and fire, and Drapus, a bolt of fire, goes shooting past you. And going down into the darkness, the tunnel just kind of widens and then closes up. And it goes off and you see as it begins hitting the stone, but it kind of peters out and hits one of the hits the ground. Nothing's down this tunnel.
Nothing. Okay. That's
As
what I
far as you
expected.
can see. Anything else, Levine?
No, I mean, I think that's all I can do at this point. I'm going to.
Heal Sid.
Yes, with all of my magical abilities as a fighter, I'm going to heal Sid.
Have you tried getting good?
I'm gonna take 2
Um,
levels of rogue just so I can give you health potions as a bonus action.
I'm going to turn to Drapus and say, I guess at this point we need to
Whoa.
deal with what is above us.
Let's just ignore
Instead
what
of
just
in front.
happened.
Yeah, everything just went white.
Yeah, it's fine. Continue.
Okay.
So Drapus, Levine says that you guys should worry about
Okay.
shits on top.
So quick question for you, there, DM.
Yo.
Are you doing homebrew stabilize or 5e stabilize?
Remind me.
5e stabilize is once he's stabilized, he does not do death saving throws, and he must be healed within 1d4 hours, or he goes back to doing death saving throws.
Yeah.
Or if he takes damage, then he goes back to doing death saving throws.
Saves.
The way I normally do it is he regains consciousness within 4 hours. Within 1d4
Okay.
hours.
Okay, so he's stable and not doing death saving throws, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because you said it gave him an advantage on it, and I was like, is this a rule that I don't know? Anyway, so I tell her,
Oh yeah,
they cut.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just an idiot. Why did he roll a death save if he is stabilized? Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was me.
So
It gives him something to do.
yeah.
You right.
I just like to roll.
Yeah.
They Levy, we have no way of getting up that way. They cut the rope.
Climb the wall.
Climb the wall. Obviously, I could do it now. I don't.
Is there anything
exactly
you
know.
went down this way down the tunnel earlier? Is there anything down there?
There is a very tall ladder and a locked trapdoor.
Well, it's either climb up a hole for 100 feet with no ladder, or climb up a ladder for however many feet and try and break a trapdoor.
Do you think you can break a trapdoor?
Listen, I put my foot through plenty of doors,
I've seen.
so I can get
You're
up
going
there.
to break it upside down.
I will do the thing.
My concern is we have someone unconscious again.
Well, he's been stabilized,
Yes.
so
Still unconscious, and you're going to haul him up 75 feet of ladder.
Kella
so
is
we're
going
gonna haul
to
him up 100 feet of hole.
I wasn't expecting to haul him up 100 feet. I was expecting to kill the things that are going to come down for us.
How do we get up there reliably?
Kella,
because-
while you guys are doing this, walks over to Sid. And
Okay.
she conjures a pile of berries in her hand. Opens up Sid's mouth, puts a berry in, and just smashes his jaw together a few times.
Ew, she's touching him.
And then just kind of rubs your neck so you have to swallow it. Kind of holds your mouth so you have to instinctually swallow like you do with a dog. And you
Just
are at
shoves the
one.
pill way back there.
You're at 1 hit point, Sid.
Give him a
Oh.
little bit of peanut butter with that.
That was a good berry.
Yeah, man. It's almost like that's the name of the spell.
Good as berry.
So no, how? My thing is there something up there that cut the rope?
Oh yeah, there's orcs up there.
Okay, so there's orcs up there. We're going to struggle to climb up a hole for 100 feet, and then pop our heads out one at a time however many orcs are standing there, or go the other way.
Towards the disembodied voice and eyeballs.
But there's only one that we know of versus
That's
several up there. And we're all on equal footing here, where instead of me holding onto a hole, popping my head up, and getting hit with a frying pan, because that's never happened.
Where's the fun in that?
So, and we already have one that, I mean, for the lack of better phrasing, for the last 2 days has been next to useless.
Plus, yes.
How dare you?
I mean, he did heal me like a lot, so that's why he's next to useless.
Then we
So
need
that-
to go.
I'm just trying to keep him alive, because as soon as he pops his head up, if he makes it that far, he's gonna get, and he's done. So I say we go this way and roll the dice. What's the worst that happens? We run into one bad guy this way or a locked door. The worst that happens there is we're all 70 feet up. Somebody loses footing, takes everybody out, and it's the end of our journey.
It's the end of our journey as we know it.
So, I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys, but I'm voting to go this way to a ladder and just climb up a ladder.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading to the ladder. Because I'm not worried about anything coming down behind us. Like, they cut the rope, they're gonna dive down behind us.
Yeah.
And then even if they do come here, it's a hallway. We're one-on-one then versus one on many as we're popping out of the hole.
Let's,
So I'm
let's put some spikes for them to land on.
You got some?
I actually do. I have climbing pythons.
She also has like 12 different bladed weapons.
Leave one of my battle axes where they
Ah!
Set a couple javelins in the ground.
Oh no! Am I
No,
outing your minions?
I don't think they're going to come down the hole. Even if they
No.
do, they're putting themselves at a huge risk to come down the hole. And by the time
I'm
they get
going
down
to-
and catch
yeah.
up, we're going to be over there dealing with a door.
I'm going to suggest that I go first then, because I've already experienced the trapdoor itself. I want to attempt that if everybody's going to be behind me.
You have fun.
Larch, roll me a perception check.
Besides, I don't want a bunch of guys misrolling and falling on me down a ladder.
Larch, you hear bong, 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 as you look behind and you see falling down the chute is a large wooden barrel, and then just shatters upon the ground where you had once landed, but it just kind of shatters on no one. And does anyone speak Orcish?
Bingo.
Sid, you hear, "Did we get you?"
I yell back.
Lie, Sid.
I yell back in Orcish. Yeah. We're dead. You can go away now.
Good. And then you hear boom, 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 boom.
And the Oscar goes to.
The Oscar for saddest death scene goes to.
So there's now a barrel of moldy ass wheat at the bottom of this. So you guys got that now. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I will put that in my pocket for
Well,
later,
it-
because that'll
you
come back up.
Put a pocket, a handful of cornmeal
Moldy
and
wheat.
moldy wheat. Just yummy. So, along with your corn nuts. So, Sid, Larch, what's your name? Levine. You,
What's your name?
what's your name?
Hey, you.
You
Say my
are
name, say my name.
heading towards the was it? The trapdoor. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So you begin walking down the tunnel. Are you going stealthily or are you going just full cock of the walk?
McFly the walk.
I'm just honestly, I'm going just regularly at a brisker pace, though.
All right. So you half Naruto run, so only half speed.
It's one arm.
Only have.
One hour.
You start going around in circles. Oh no! Ow! Ow! Wall! Ow! And you're all following along.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the back.
Yeah,
This is just keeping.
middle.
Yeah.
Sid, roll me a no. You're the one who steps over the pressure plate. No.
Sid's still at 1, though, right?
Sid's
I am at
hit
1 hit point.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once again, another 20 or so minutes go by, and you guys have gone through into the stone bricked corridor rather than the muddy, slushy, shitty one, and you can see the once again the unlit brazier wall sconce and the iron rung ladder ahead of you.
So is this a ladder? Is it just like just an iron ladder that's leaning up against the wall, or is it just iron rungs that are put into the wall?
It's like pieces of bent rebarb put directly into the
wall.
stone. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Levy, you can give it a shot, but I'm pretty sure I'm a little stronger than you. So I mean, if you want to give it a shot first, then go for it. Yeah. I own those doors.
Shit.
I'll try it once. If not, you can take the initiative, and I will
Okay.
offer to climb down over him again, since I can do that.
All right.
Nope. I'm not going to climb up behind her.
Athletics or
Just
acrobatics?
you go up and then handle it, and if you need to, then come down. That way, if you fall, we're not both dying.
That's fair.
All right, Levy. Acrobatics or athletics?
I'm gonna do acrobatics.
This has been a tough day. Climbing up,
Level
climbing down,
two.
climbing down,
Level
climbing
two.
up. You just begin kind of noodle arming your way up.
Arms.
Your body's really starting to feel it at this point. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a Christmas song?
It's
Gotta
apparently,
hope so.
Something in public.
This is a Christmas song.
it's apparently Celtic fantasy music, but it's Creative Commons, so it's free. 16.
This is God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
It is, yes. Just
At least I'll be done.
but hey, it's whatever. Unless someone wants to pay for a music license. Your body's getting
Get
real
in the
tired.
comments, chat. Get in the comments and get us
The
that.
You
sun's
can
getting real
donate.
low.
You can donate here for for a music license. Everyone contact Bethesda so we can get some Skyrim music. But yeah,
No,
you're.
it's all right. I know Todd. I'll hook you
Oh
right up.
yeah, just hook up with
Just
Todd.
Todd.
Yeah, your body's going real rough. You almost got a point of exhaustion, but you're not quite there yet. It's only been a few hours, but it's been a long fucking day.
So much climbing. I have
But-
just spent this entire time just going up and down one end of this tunnel.
I understand. It's okay. I
But
understand.
you get about 15 feet up, and you're like, I can't go any further, so you climb back down.
Yo, I got hit with a meteor. What are you complaining about? And then Larch landed on my head. That's a whole cow.
It's only like 90 pounds. So I guess Levy takes her 3 rungs up and then like hops off and like, no, I can't do it.
3 rings up.
Come here.
You're up.
Yeah.
Go break it down.
So
Good. I mean, I
Trapus.
respect the old college try there. And then I'm gonna climb up.
So that's gonna be a athletics or acrobatics with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
You did die.
You've been dead, bruh.
You have a point of exhaustion from death.
Give it a good college try.
Larch is literally the only one who's still good. 14. Okay, you begin climbing up. Oh, it's been a hard day, man. Getting dragged into a river, getting a meteor dropped on you.
The river was yesterday.
No, it was today.
It was this morning.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But you make it up there. You're up at the top.
Where?
You're living it up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and like put my back up against the. Well, first I'm gonna try it and see if it'll open.
You try it. It seems locked.
Okay.
I told you.
Does the door like jiggle or anything, or is it just solid?
No, it moves a bit.
Moved a little.
Does the
It
door
moves a
seem like it's heavy, like a heavy door, or is it just like thin wood?
It seems like a solid wood.
Oh, great.
It's
Okay.
like an ironwood or
Cedar.
something. It's like
Put
an
your
ironwood
foot
or
through
something.
it. I just yell up behind him.
How
Put
is he
your
gonna
foot
put-
through it.
All right.
Okay,
As you're falling,
I'm going to like put my back up against it and try and just push to break the wood or a hinge or see if anything gives.
all right. Roll me an athletics with disadvantage. See if anything gives. It might be your back again. 8. And you feel a warm trickle kind of slowly go down your pant leg.
Okay. For take 2, I'm going to like look down and make sure nobody's watching because I'm totally going to cheat.
I'm staring straight up.
Levy, roll me a quick dex save.
Oh no.
Oh no, I was prepared for this. I was prepared for this because I knew the split second you said that. Okay, so I have stepped back.
Yeah, so you see as the small brown sludge falls down the
Uh-huh.
tunnel, you just quickly
And
dodge backwards.
I stepped back and I am not breaking eye contact with it.
Okay.
I am
I'm gonna cheat for take 2. I'm going to give the hinge side of the door
A hinge.
a little acid breath.
Oh no.
What does a little acid breath look like?
Enough to eat away the hinge side of the door.
All right, roll me damage. Bum, bum.
Oh, that's the
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah. Why didn't it?
Should
I
just
guess
be that. Yeah, 9. No, 7. Yeah,
9.
you get 7. Okay, 7.
It's more than half damage.
Yeah, it begins kind of corroding away. You get some of the wood
Okay.
too. A little bit splashes back on your face, but you kind of slick it off.
And then now that it's weakened on that side, I'm gonna give it the old try and push it open again.
Sid, roll me a save to make sure a piece of acid doesn't fall on you and you die. Just a little drop, 1 hit point worth. No. All right, roll me another athletics check. This time, a regular roll. 20. You put your back up against it and heave, and it breaks at the hinges, actually, not the lock. So you kind of heave it the other way. Sorry. And it goes up about a foot, and then it boom, boom, hits up against something solid.
What? How's it? If it wiggles when it opens, that means that it would be some type of latch, which should rotate around the latch.
It also sounds like maybe it was under a table or something.
So
Something.
go ahead and roll
over-
me a perception check with disadvantage. As you're kind of trying to peer in through this foot gap opening into the darkness. 11. You can see a large stone column is kind of half cocked over top of it from when the castle
11,
collapsed. So the door itself can go open up at about a foot, but it's a large stone
Okay,
slab
so
is on top of it.
hitting something. It's not locked. It's
Yeah,
something's
no,
on it.
it's actually hitting something. But there's about a foot wide gap
Okay, well now that it's freed from the hinges, I'm just gonna try and slide the door.
Yeah, so you kind
Off to
of
the side.
jingle it around. The locking mechanism breaks off, and you kind of shove it aside. So you now have an opening. This seems to
I'm
have
gonna look
been-
down and be like, "Got it, first try."
you, you're now looking up into this opening. You can't see too much without your with any vision or anything, but from what you can see, this seems to have been some sort of barracks or something underneath the castle itself.
Okay.
It seems like maybe a guard came down here every so often, checking out, make sure no one's sneak attacking or something. But it seems, other than that, but like this seems like this large stone pillar is kind of at an angle, so it's kind of halfway slid down a wall, so it's kind of at an angle, and it's holding that what was the trapdoor closed. But you might be able to try and either slide up through into the slightly wider opening, or if you really wanted to try, you can try and move the pillar to the side, but that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna try and get in, because once I got the door out of the way, you said that there was like a foot that the door opened up. So get the door out of the way, that gives me a little bit more space, maybe a couple inches more space.
Yeah, you
And
got about a foot and a half.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna try and get through that area.
All right,
Like if I have to take if I have to like put my axe and stuff up there and then get in.
roll me just a quick dexterity check. So just click dexterity on your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
11, not too bad. So have you ever seen like a lizard kind of go into a very tight space? You kind of go flat and just kind of shimmy and crawl your way into this little area, and then you roll out from underneath the pillar. Inside you can see most of this room is pretty wrecked. Some of the walls have collapsed. You can see a iron wrought spiral stair going up into one of the upper chambers, but a lot of the pillars and stuff have collapsed. But you're in this room. You can see some of the old weapon racks and some armor stuff. There's a few weapon lockers everywhere.
I'm gonna like lay back down and pop my head over to look down and tell them that the room's clear. There's nothing like alive in here.
No, there's nothing dangerous in here.
Okay, so I'm gonna peek my head back down and just loud enough for them to hear it, tell them that everything's clear and they're good to come up.
All right. Yeah, so you all hear. What do you do?
I'm gonna go up.
All right.
I'll also make my way up.
All right. Sid. All right.
I guess I'm climbing up.
Athletics, please, everyone. Sid, disadvantage. $19, very nice. 7.
Well, I had a nice, enjoyable rest and a show, so.
Let's see how large does. 9. Okay.
That's like 3 9s in a row for me.
Yeah, it's doing good.
Yeah,
It's the magic number.
Levine, are you going up first, or are you going after these two?
oh, I want to go up first.
Okay, so you quickly and nimbly climb your way up.
And as I get to the top, I'm going to stare very pointedly at the hinges of that door.
So there's about a foot and a half wide gap. You're probably a little bit at least lither than Drapus, so you can kind of squeeze through there.
I was gonna give a hand out and like pull people through the gap.
Yeah. But Sid and Lurch, you guys are at the bottom, just kind of looking up. Just kind of, hello. What are you two doing?
Can I try and assist Sid in getting up the stairs or getting up the ladder?
No, because you've not been able to
Like
get up
army
either.
man crawl him.
Maybe, but unfortunately, you've not been able to get up yourself, so no.
Oh man,
Drapus and
I
Levine,
just
you can
remembered
see.
I left my rope up there.
No,
oh wait,
the rope's at
it's
the.
at the other end. Of the... Damn it.
Morak comes up with the bundled rope, the two lengths of rope. Hey, do you want this?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the rope and start climbing up. And
All right, roll me another athletics check. You gotta just keep going up, keep going down. Levine and Drapus, there are some chains and stuff.
what's with all these 9s?
What is happening?
Only 9s.
That's crazy.
Our new OnlyFans. Only 9s.
Nice.
There are lots of lengths of chain and rope and stuff if you guys wanted to try and toss them down to aid your allies, but I mean, or you could just watch Larch keep getting about 50 feet and then just dropping back down.
How wide or like what is the diameter of this stone beam that's like fallen across the top? Can we basically do a version of the same thing we did on the other end?
The pillar itself is just like a long, thin. So it's about 4.5 feet diameter. So you guys could try and roll it over.
Yeah, I think if we can do that and basically do the same thing, at least so it gets down a portion of the way of the ladder, and then they can secure themselves at least, so they can't like fall or anything.
Okay, Drapus, are you going to aid Levine in trying to roll this pillar over?
I guess.
Fine.
Don't hurt
so
yourself.
who wants to do the athletics check, please, with advantage? If it's Drapus, he's going to just have regular, because he still has disadvantage.
I'll do it.
All right, so Levine, advantage athletics. 10.
I only roll this badly when Drapus is around. Has anybody noticed that?
Yeah.
Always around, though.
Yeah.
Except for when he's dead.
Except for when he
Except
dies.
when he's dead.
Yeah, except for when I catch a random meteor in the face. That
Yeah,
is a
Sid made
match.
you catch, I know. Damn it, Sid.
Like,
What a guy. Yeah, you kind of heave ho. This pillar doesn't move.
How long are the lengths of chain? Like, are they just like coiled chain, or are they attached to like a wall, or something? What's with the chain? What
It's
what
just,
are what
you
is
know,
the purpose in this room?
Just chain, you know? Sometimes you gotta have
Just
chain.
Yeah.
The chain's like attached to the other ends of grappling hooks and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But there's
Like tractor pole.
each length is about 25 feet of chain.
Okay.
And there are
I'm the world's
6
largest bike.
lengths of chain. And by chain, I mean like a good, like thick, solid,
Thick
like
chain.
breaking down a wall or like heaving something up chain.
So,
heaving up a cowl chain.
Yeah.
so some of these chains
cowboy.
actually are attached to a grappling hook.
No, they could be. There are associated
they could
grappling
be.
hooks. But if you
Okay.
wanted to, you could connect the chains, and there is at least 75 feet of chain worth here.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just try and start connecting like 3 chains together.
Not 2 chains.
No. 2 chains.
So you quickly put some chains together. You loop the chain around the pillar. You drop them down. It gets about 5/6 of the way down. So Larch, you can see the chain kind of dangling there. Larch, are you gonna try and
How high above us is it?
about that high?
Okay.
It's about
It's
15, 20 feet above you. It's
Alright.
it's about the length where you've been able to get to so far.
okay. Hey Sid, you want a hand hoisting up and think you can reach that chain?
Yeah, then you just have to climb a chain. Isn't that great?
They can pull the chain up, right?
Yeah.
That's the plan here.
Walk on the steps of the ladder and hold onto the chain and hope for the best.
Yeah, so I want to climb up to the chain.
Like hold them up.
I have a length of rope.
Yeah.
I want to tie myself to the chain. Right? Like just so that it's like around my waist to the chain.
Okay. Sure.
so that I don't fall to my death.
Okay.
Yeah, you just fall to the snapped spine.
It's like in Spider-Man.
Hernia Man.
So you're tying rope around a chain.
Yeah.
So if you tie a rope around a chain,
Get
and
it
the
in
rope
the
pulls.
loop of the chain.
Well, it's not around a
Through
chain.
the
Like,
link,
can
through
he
the
put a link through the link?
Like through one of the links on the
Okay,
end.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
what yeah.
I thought
And
you were
then
just
around
tying
my
it
wing.
around the chain.
No.
Slip. No, that was fucking useless.
Tie a little bow.
Whee! It's like a zip line now instead. Great. All right, so you're gonna bring the chain up with you, and then drop it back down when you get up.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm gonna yell up for them at the top to pull it to keep it tight.
Okay.
So like I'm climbing myself up, but they're keeping it tight so
It's a
that if I
belay line.
lose my grip or something, I just hang there in the same spot.
All
Hey
right.
guys, keep it tight.
You hope.
Sid, roll
Yeah.
me a straight
Oh.
athletics check.
Why do I have to roll?
Come on, Sid. It gives you something to do.
All right.
Gives you something to
Athletics?
look forward to in life. Just a straight
All right.
one, yeah. No disadvantage.
All right.
You got it.
There we go.
All right.
Whoa.
You affix this chain. The other two make sure the chain stays taut,
Okay.
and you just arm over arm, barely doing any work as these two are basically essentially pulling you up. Your dead body up. You
He gets a roll and gets no credit for the action.
you untie yourself, drop the chain back down, and Larch, what are you doing? This one
I'm
Larch just brings
gonna-
out fucking levitate and just levitates
Yeah.
up.
I
Surprise!
just
I've had
cast
this the whole
fly on
time.
myself.
You guys. Oh.
I tie myself to McFly, and he flies up. No, I'm gonna
Like
climb
you.
up to the chain and kind of wrap it around myself, and then
Do the same thing.
start climbing up. Yeah.
All right, roll me an
Or you
athletics.
could just yell up, "Can I borrow a rope?"
Roll me an
Hey,
athletics
there
with
it is, man.
advantage, please,
Just like
Mr.
middle rope,
Mr. Larch.
Mr. Larch,
Larch.
like that phlegmy Larch.
Larch. Like I am.
Larch.
14. Yeah, you climb your way up. You're just fucking fed up of climbing and dropping and climbing, and you already had to climb a 100-foot rope today. What more do they want you to do?
The swimming of today's episode is
It's
ropes
climbing.
and climbing.
Yeah. So, you're all up here in this room. There is an iron wrought staircase, spiral staircase, going up, almost like something like you'd see a very tight one you'd see in like a lighthouse or an old house or something. There are some weapon racks. There are some foot lockers. There's some chests. What are you guys doing?
So, Levy, Sid's not doing so hot. Larch
Let's push him down the hole.
can't really take a hit. And he's been doing a lot of climbing. Let's me and you climb up the stairs, and we're not trying to engage. We're just trying to clear the next room or two, give ourselves a little buffer. We'll come back here, and then let's try and do like a rest or something.
I agree.
Okay.
Who's
so
going first? This is like a very tight, like one wind.
yeah, I will take the lead.
All right. So
I'm gonna take out my small battle axe
okay.
off of my side. I'm gonna have that.
Put that one back in.
That last
Bring
mini.
this one up. All right, I'm ready. So
Badass Nano.
Sid and Larch.
I
what do
used to
you-
be a Boy Scout.
Sid and Larch, what are the two of you doing? There are some chests, there are some weapon racks, lots of rope. What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna lay on the floor and start a short rest.
I was gonna say, Sid, you should probably rest up some and try and heal up some.
Ah, man. But hey,
Yeah,
guys,
Sid is just sprawled on the floor. Like,
I'm starfishing it.
yeah.
there are. Hey, guys, though, there are some chests in here. Wouldn't that be fun?
No, Sid is just passed
Sid,
out on the floor.
open the chest that's just miraculously sitting
Hey,
in front of
there's
you.
no
Open the
mimics.
chest- Open the chest that's breathing.
No, Sid,
Yeah.
Sid like
Does
didn't
it
even
have
try and
legs?
make like a pillow or a bed. He is just lying on the stone floor.
You just lay
on
on
his
Larch.
Yeah.
Right, so you two begin your short rest. Drapus, you begin your slow descent upwards. Are you going to stealth or are you just going straight?
I'm going to stealth.
All right, roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Why?
Because you died,
boy.
and you have
Loud
you have
boy.
armor, so
And you have a hernia. You're grunting like every third word.
2. The staircase itself is very loud. It's just ding dong, ding dong, dong, ding ding dong, and you just kind of slowly climb your way up. You yourself are not very pleased with any of the situation from today. It's only like 1 p.m. and already like fucking sucks. But you kind of slowly climb around. It's about 15 feet up, and you kind of look up. Directly above you is just complete rubble. You can't even get to the top of this staircase.
So we're stuck in we're stuck in this room.
Yes. The complete upper levels of this castle have completely destroyed from when you guys saw that the dragon.
I'm gonna look down at Levy and be like, it's clear. We're good. It's clear.
I'm going to
So-
trust him and turn around immediately.
You guys descend back again. More
Yeah.
fucking climbing.
I'm so tired of going up and down in the same. That's my life. Up and down in the same room.
So, you all sit there. You going to partake in a short rest?
I'm going to. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. That's fine.
All right. Go ahead and roll your hit dice and whatnot if you'd like to.
Nothing to do. I was healed last rest. I have just been climbing and falling. All I've been doing. So I'm doing yoga stretches.
Or Larch,
in
if
the
you
corner.
hit
I'm like
die
stretching my shoulders.
on roll 20 character sheet, it should should automatically roll for you, as you can see, like Jesse did there.
Right. All right, I'll do that next time.
Drapus, you gonna heal up a bit?
Nope.
No.
And I'm gonna get some spell slots back
Woohoo!
with Arcane Recovery.
While this is going on, I mean, it's up to you if I have to wait till after the rest or if we can do it right now. But I'm gonna start looking around the room, seeing what's going on, kind of like looting the room.
All right, so go ahead and Levine, are you gonna help? Because you also aren't really needed. Just no more climbing. No climb, please.
Yeah, I'll look around on the. I'll look
Right.
around.
So let's say Levine, because Drapus will have disadvantage. Levine, roll me an investigation with advantage. $11. Wow, great, good job. You look around. It looks like this is an old militia barracks. Doesn't look like it's necessarily like the Bane barracks. It looks like there's some more storage and stuff here. There's some old rations that's mostly old and rotten away, clothing that's moth-eaten. You do find 30 total gold pieces between all the footlockers and the chests. You also find some silver chalices. You find 5 silver chalices, each worth 5 gold pieces. But other than that, I mean, there's rope. If there's a weapon you want, you could probably get a weapon. There's some more arrows. There's some more stuff. All the weapons and stuff seem to be in good repair. But other than that, a lot of the other additional equipment doesn't seem to be too good.
I would have recovered most of my arrows. I think there was 2 that I kept count last time that I wouldn't have been able to recover. So I restocked the 2 that I was missing.
I'm pretty much looking, other than like the chests that you were talking about, I'm going to look for any armor that would be better than mine, or any great axes or great swords.
Okay. There is a single great sword. And your chainmail, right?
Yeah, I've got full chainmail.
There's nothing better.
Yeah, I'd pretty much, the only thing up would be, I can't remember if scale's better, or I know plate is what I'm working towards.
A lot of it is just like studded leathers,
Okay.
some padded leathers. A lot of it's
Super
just like
basic stuff.
yeah, stuff
Okay.
that's fairly easy to pump out.
So I'm going to take the greatsword,
Okay.
and it's just a regular greatsword.
Yeah, it's a fairly nice greatsword. It looks well polished. It looks like well sharpened and everything, but no, it's just a regular
Okay.
sword.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take the greatsword.
Yeah, and Kella and what the other one? Sorry, I keep forgetting his name. Morak. Thank you. I'm so bad at names. Yeah, so Kella and Morak, they're just kind of sitting there, just hanging out, watching you all. Other than that, though, yeah, they don't really... Nothing else seems to really be going on too much. You guys spend the next hour in here having some snacks, eating some more corn nuts and stuff, having a nice cup of hot beverage.
Corn nuts.
And
Corn.
what would you guys like to do? There's... Unless you're going to try and do some major rock moving, there's one way out. As far as you know.
Always ride
so-
the river downstream.
So there is no windows. The only entry or exit to this room was up, which is caved in, and down where we came from.
The
Where we
trapdoor,
came
yeah.
from.
Yeah, this is like a subterranean, like, storage slash military militia barracks.
Okay.
I'm looking at Morak, and I say, "Do you know anything more about the barracks?
Anything more, Ak?
About this?"
We can cut that one from.
Yeah, that
This
can,
isn't
that
live,
can get
right?
edited out.
No.
Right.
Here's an edit point. Jump in right now.
Everyone freeze.
So we're done with the short rest. Everybody's healed up.
Yes.
So pretty much other than excavating, it's go back the way we came.
No,
so-
sorry. Yeah, you asked Morak. Sorry, I don't know too much. Never really came to the castle myself. It's weird that there's only one tunnel. There might be another tunnel down there hidden somewhere.
Well, then that sounds like I'm gonna go investigate that claim.
All right, are you all climbing back down?
Oh yeah,
the
I'll
hole?
go join you. I'll start investigating the one wall. You do the other.
Levine, are you going back down, climbing
Uh,
again?
I'm gonna stay up here for a second. Can I tell if the narrow stair I was looking at, does that seem to me to be the one that I was about to head down when I was here alone? Or is the stair different?
It is a different one.
Different. Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
This seems to be in the further back right-hand corner of the castle. You were near
Okay.
the front middle.
The front of it. Okay.
So, Sid, are you going back down the hole as well? Into the unknown?
It's the unknown. Yeah.
Into the dark hole.
Into the dark hole. So the three of you head down the
And
hole.
we're copyright struck.
No, this whole time.
Oh, come on.
It's fine. You didn't
He
sing
doesn't
that well.
sing that good.
Wow.
Slam the banham.
So you all, all but Levy climb back down the hole. So you're once again in this 8-foot tall chamber. It's an 8-foot tall tunnel. It's stone brick, halfway mud and muck and just kind of earth the other half. The only thing other than this ladder is a single unlit sconce on the wall.
Is it like dry? Can I light it?
You can light it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and light it.
All right, so you quickly light it up. You're going to take the torch out.
Yes.
All right, so you take the torch. Roll me a quick perception check.
Oh, Case turns around.
4. No. Anyone else? Larch or Sid? Sid, you would also have disadvantage. But Lurch, if you want to roll perception as well.
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
12.
Do perception.
19. Very nice.
Nice.
Larch, you see as Drapus pulls the torch out of the sconce seems to bend a little bit. Like, kind of pull a bit from the wall.
I'll go up to the sconce and just, like, pull it down, see if it's like a
You kind of so
like a
Drapus,
lever.
you take the torch out. It's cool. It's this cool torch. Larch just kind of bodies you out of the way, pulls the sconce, and a 7 foot doorway begins to slowly grind upwards into the wall of the ceiling above, and there is now a tunnel going to the west.
As it starts to open, I'm gonna like jump back and like bird dog, like just stare at it.
Pointer.
Yeah, just
I found it, guys! I did it.
It's over
first
here,
try. It's all me.
I yell up to Levine.
Nobody tell Levy I missed that.
I heard that. Levy, you hear as the grinding goes up. It sounds similar to the grinding you heard when that voice started.
Okay. I'm going to ask, are Morak and Kella still up top?
Yes, they are.
I'm going to ask them.
We're going to stay here.
Okay.
Seems safest.
I have to leave then.
All right, bye.
That seemed a little harsh, but fine. Okay. It was cold.
I mean, what do you want to say? Like,
no, it's fine.
All right, bye.
It's fine.
Dude.
I'm surrounded by
stay safe,
cold
child.
men. It's fine. I make my way down.
Make my way down.
All again.
You slide down the chain, being a cool tiefling. You just feel like you land 3-point landing. And just look towards Drapus. Like, yeah, I'm badass.
I toss Drapus one of the acid-ridden hinges from the trapdoor, and I said, "Nice first try." And then I walk through the door.
You don't even look at anyone else. You just walk through the door, right?
I follow.
So you guys, Larch and Levine, you two walk through the door. Both of you need to roll me dexterity saving throws.
Oh. Yeah, we were good at these last time, yo.
Yeah, we were.
18,
I'll say mine.
17, not too bad. So the two of you walk into this room and at the same time trip over a trip line. And you see whizzing overhead as two darts go whizzing past both of your heads. And you just both look back over towards Drapus and just kind of go, yeah, we're that badass. Didn't even bother us. But as you can see, there is now a trap in the front of this tunnel.
Yeah, they trip over a line.
Yeah, they
Trip
kind of
forward.
They
it
kind of
misses.
stumble.
And I still turn and say to him, "That's a first try."
Yeah.
Every time Larch does anything, it's just all luck.
Oh, geez, bud.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
Every time I hear Larch talking, or I just imagine the like cow and chicken.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so then I guess
Into my cow.
yeah, I just motion. Keep going. I'm right behind you.
I'll keep going.
You got this, badass.
So Larch, you're taking up the lead.
Mhm.
All right. So ahead of you is a descending, dark, dank tunnel. Once again, we're back into the earthen carved tunnel, and the ground itself is soft. You can hear the flowing water above, and the ground itself just smells musty and old. But you kind of begin walking forward. How cautious are you being?
I
Is Larch just so
figured
large, or is he
that's
gonna
the
kind of?
only... I mean, Can I do like investigation or something as I go along? Just
You
kind
can
of
indeed.
feeling around for.
Sorry, was Larch down there when we were still hearing the talking? Like the guy
Nope.
calling to? Was he already down there? He
Yeah, I
went.
don't think I
Okay.
heard any of that.
Nope.
You said make a
Investigation.
investigatory.
11. Okay. It seems
11,
pretty
11,
clear.
Wish. All right, yeah, I just keep going then.
Yeah,
Figure
so
that the trap was just at the
Just
beginning.
keep going.
you just kind of do your old cow waddle down, and you make it about 25, 30 feet down. Is anyone following?
I'm going
Yeah.
to be behind him, but I'm also going to call to him, like softly, like he's not that far ahead. I'm going to tell him about the disembodied voice. Like, go slowly.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
Oh, jeez, what a hoser.
Oh, what a hoser.
So I'm going to stick about 10 feet behind him. I want to give space for any, like, swings or, anything that needs to happen.
I love the marching order: wizard, fighter, cleric, paladin.
Yeah, before I
Squishy,
follow
solid,
them,
solid. Squishy.
before I follow them, I like nudge Drapus and like motion up at Levine. And, I think she likes you. And then,
you got that feeling too? Like,
Mikhail.
Yeah, it's a real they won't
that's what I've been
right?
leading towards this whole time. Like she's the mean kid that just pushes people down on the playground, but she's flirting the whole time.
I'm the mean kid.
well,
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck, she heard. Oh, no. Run!
My
They both
tail is
just-
flicking the entire
Choose the
time.
easy way out.
Jesus.
Just
So, Larch.
How many d6 do I take?
You continue walking down.
like oh, he's just like how many d6?
And the tunnel itself it's a descending tunnel, but it also slowly bends. It's almost like a large, very shallow corkscrew going down and down and down.
Welcome to Avernus.
How
Oh shit!
how far are you guys going?
Until we get to the end, I guess.
No. I'm gonna call up
Larch
and be
is
like,
a
hey,
completionist.
yeah. I'm gonna call up and be like, hey, we've cleared a good area around us. Let's find a spot that we feel safe and do like. 2 of us died today. Okay, I just want to go to sleep.
It's fair.
Like just a nap. We can wake up,
Who's at the back?
keep going. I'm at the back.
All right.
I'm calling forward to everybody and saying this.
All right, Drapus, as you're kind of calling out towards everyone, you feel a soft, cold hand rest upon your shoulder.
I'm instantly swinging at it.
You swing around towards it with your axe, and there's nothing there.
Okay.
right there.
Yeah. Anyway, let's take a quick rest. And like by quick rest, I mean like I want to go to bed. I died,
Levine,
and it's
you have dark vision, and as you see Larch is standing there, kind of turning back, looking at you all, slowly growing up his feet, his boots, are creeping blood red
Oh, I'm
vines.
shoeless.
All right,
Do I
slowly
see all these in
creeping
between my toes?
Slowly creeping up his feet are blood red vines, slowly ensnaring the base of his feet.
Well, I'm calling out and warning him to move.
Larch, you go to move and there's nothing at your feet. And Levine kind of looks back and they're gone again.
Dancing lights again.
All right, you shoot out four
I
globules.
just for brevity, I also still have that torch.
Yep.
Okay.
And you're kind of looking around, and you all kind of stand there for a second. Keep coming. Come now. Fret not. Come. Don't worry. We're all friendly. Don't worry. What are you guys doing?
Oh.
You all just
I
kind
hear
of
this
hear
now?
this slowly wispy voice kind of reverberating throughout the tunnel into all your heads.
I just keep going. Are you guys? Oh, that sounds nice. Seems like a nice person, right?
Large no.
We have to make a decision. Forward or back? We can't just stay here.
Come.
I vote
Forward.
forward. Larch obviously voted forward because he's gone, heading that way. Sid, forward or back?
I guess we go forward.
Come. Viscas means no harm.
Yeah, see? They don't mean any harm.
He's nice. I'm gonna head up, but I'm gonna be super guarded. Like I've got my great axe ready to get it.
Can
Ready
I
to get
roll just an
Ready to
insight
get
check?
Oh yeah. All right, sure. Roll me an insight. You're
You
trying
know, if you
to.
ask it if it's a cop, it legally has to tell you.
I've heard the voice before. I've heard the voice before. I was the one that saw the eyes, and like I felt intimidated by it. So I just want to see what kind of feeling I get off of the voice.
Arousal. just weird arousal for
A
some
nat
reason.
20. A weird arousal.
Whoa. Wow. Just this,
This is not Wednesday.
just this heat
You
waves
get that,
over
you
you.
get that roofie
Whoa.
colada feeling.
No, you kind of stand there listening to the voice. It's telling the truth, but you feel a dark sense of foreboding.
Visa.
Vote them out.
I'm going forward then.
Okay, so you all progress.
I've already had enough with the voice.
Down and around and around and around. Still this slow dissenting spiral corkscrew. 400, 500, 600 feet so far. Just down and down. At this point, Drapus, your torch is beginning to flicker and begin to slowly die out. Larch, being the first one up, you can feel just this cold begin to slowly seep out of the ground and into your bones as the deeper you go.
It's like it checks out.
You guys keep going?
Oh yeah. I'm like it's sitting in the back trying to herd everybody forward. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, Larch is just like not even hesitating. He's just. They told me to come this way, so.
How wide is the tunnel again?
Just a second, please.
It was just wide enough for us to like single file it.
The tunnel itself is only around 4 or 5 feet wide. So
Okay,
at
that's
some
fair
points when it kind of slowly undulates in and out, and as you kind of move, sometimes you have to kind of step over certain parts of the tunnel.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to change the the ambience because it's
And
not
it's spooky.
nice, beautiful tavern music, is it?
You don't know that.
So we're not going to a tavern.
Larch seems happy. It's fine.
Have you noticed a time where Larch was not happy?
Being
Fair.
unconscious.
Larch has never been unconscious.
I've never been unconscious.
When his chicken died.
Oh yeah, that
He
Yeah,
was
a
kind of
bad
upset about
downer.
that, but he got over it pretty quick.
But yeah, so it keeps going. The cold is slowly increasing. Your breath is beginning to slowly come out of your mouth in plumes. Every so often you can hear a very faint echo as your allies make a step. A soft drip as the condensation falls from the walls. You keep going. Okay. Around 4 hours progress in this still slow, only about like a 10% decline, slow spiraling decline. And the earth itself is thick with moisture. You can see every so often bugs and lichen crawling across the ground, and the air is heavy with this dense, cold fog ahead of you. You can only see about 20 feet ahead of you. You can only just make out yourselves in your 10-foot back formation. And then
Does the tunnel appear to be man-made? Sorry.
it... Roll me a nature check. Let's see. Let's see what Levine knows. They're good at ladders. Let's see if Levine knows about tunnels. 18. This seems... It seems unnatural. It does not seem man-made. And so around 4 hours have gone by, slowly climbing down this tunnel. And ahead, you can begin hearing the distant the distant underground sounds of flowing water. Deep, forward, dark, cold. Even just the sound of this water itself fills you with dread and just chill. And you all kind of bundle yourselves up a bit further, just sticking your courage to the sticking place, and keep going down. Another 15 or so minutes go by. The water itself is beginning to sound like a rushing torrent now, getting closer and closer. And suddenly the fog disappears, and you're standing in a massive underground cavern. A large ravine bisecting this chamber into two sections. One, a 10-foot wide ledge, the other a ledge into the darkness. But you kind of approach this ravine, it drops down another 200-300 feet, you assume, and below you can hear the cold flowing water. So you're in just this massive chamber. There's a ravine. The tunnel spirals up. You come out of the tunnel. There's a 10-foot ledge across. There's the walls of the cave, kind of making a curved chamber. And it's 10 foot out. There's a who knows how far down drop into the water. And across this 15-foot chasm is a platform into darkness.
Is there a bridge or anything across the chasm?
There is not.
I have to pause really quick here. Sorry, guys. I have to take a medication really quick.
Sorry.
So if I could take like 60 seconds.
Sorry. Take your time.
So BRB.
Exactly 60 seconds.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So
you think she likes me?
Levine's eyes just go blank for a second and just goes idle. This character has gone AFK.
We'll be kicked in 60 seconds.
The three of you
Disconnected.
kind of standing there. Overhead, there are large
Stalactites come down.
Okay, large stalactites.
Jumped all over that.
Thank
He's
you.
like, listen, I know.
That is the what, like, I am most proud of knowing that piece of information out of all the things I know.
Tights come down.
Tights come down.
They stay tight to
And
the ceiling.
T top.
because because remember the T has a little piece hanging down, and stalagmites has an M which point up.
Okay.
Done.
So
We'll never forget it.
there's hundreds of
I'll forget
stalactites dripping small driplets of water down into the ground itself. You can see every so often the ground itself is pockmarked with little puddles of water. And as your glowing globules of light follow you in, Larch, you can see up ahead of you in the cave itself thousands of tiny little pinpricks of stars. And you kind of stop and look. It reminds you so closely of the night sky. But as you're looking again, it's okay, Living, don't cry. As you're looking again, you kind of blink a few times and look back up. It's not stars, they're tiny little crystals coming out of the stalactites. And they're just reflecting and refracting from the light above you that you're creating. And it creates this kind of eerie beauty above you. And then it's just the quiet, ever-flowing sound of the river, deep, dark below.
Okay. So we have tunnel behind us, and then a ledge, and then essentially a hole with water at the bottom that we can't see.
Yep.
And then another ledge that leads off to somewhere.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot
Okay.
It's a 15-foot gap.
This seems like the prime opportunity to take our rest now, because there's no way two of us are going to jump that.
No, I'm not.
Being
I'm not
exhausted.
crossing another river with exhausted people that weren't really willing to
Yeah,
cross water.
I'm
anyway.
voting for a long rest. Let's set up. We don't really have anything to do a campfire or anything with, so we could just.
I think technically I do, but
You're just carrying around wood in your armory there.
Carrying around a campfire.
I need to check.
Just pulls a campfire out of the backpack.
It's like in RuneScape, you just
Like Minecraft.
just level up your campfire skill.
Yeah.
But you guys, okay, so you guys kind of sequester yourselves away into a corner.
Oh no, I have a tinder box, so I can
Yeah.
start one if there's enough.
Yeah.
You can light a torch and then just kind of
Yeah.
keep.
Yeah, so essentially I want to get away from the ledge, but not back at the opening.
Yeah, so you guys kind of sequester yourselves away into a little corner, and you begin your long rest. Are you guys taking watches?
Levy's sus, and Levy's been sus this whole time since that voice. So I'm not. Yeah, I will take first watch.
Okay, so Levine's going to take
Actually,
first watch.
actually, let me and Jesse take first / or Sid first and last watch. That way, we both get the long enough rest to get rid of the exhaustion.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll take first. If Sid, you want to take last.
So
Sid just curls up and goes to sleep. That's his answer.
all right, so you all kind of bundle up in your cloaks and stuff, and as you sit there in the quiet, Drapus, just the silence other than the far, deep, cold, flowing river. As Larch's balls of light begin to slowly fade out as he falls asleep, a few minutes go by, and the cavern itself begins to slowly come alive. Up above you, hundreds of thousands of tiny little glowing lichen and mushrooms begin to set ablaze the sky above. And the cavern itself seems to have this kind of soft green glow to it. You're kind of looking around, and with the light coming from this the rooftop, you can see a bit further across this chasm now. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, please, with disadvantage, because you tired. 7. You think for a moment you catch a a brief glimpse of some sort of worked stone, like stone bricks or stone platforms or something, off in the distance across the chasm, but you're not too sure, and some of the lights kind of flicker and fade, and they kind of slowly undulate throughout the night, but your watch goes quiet.
Okay. And then, so I'm at the end of my watch, I'm going to go wake up Levy.
Okay, so Levine, as Drapus kind of shakes you awake, you're kind of wake up, and it's a completely different sight from when you went to sleep. The entire the world itself is green and glowing and slowly undulating with color, and it's beautiful but eerie. And your watch goes. Roll me a perception. Seven. Okay. Once again, the watch goes on no issues. The only company is the soft drip of water from the stalactites and the flowing river far below. Who do you wake up?
I'm gonna wake up Larch.
Okay. You shake awake Lurch. Mm. Move. Larch, you kind of blink awake.
Oh, hey,
Gonna
what's,
get a
what's
quick
going on?
a quick assessment of the situation. You fall. Everyone else falls back asleep. Larch, perception check, please. See how your watch goes. You're a man of the watch. 8. You guys are doing great on your perception check.
What is happening?
It's just
Technically, mine was great, and Levy was really sus. So,
Larch, you're just kind of you're awake, but you're kind of laying back in your sleeping roll, just kind of looking up at the moss and the fungus and stuff that are kind of slowly undulating with colors. It's like it's very not traumatic. What's it called?
I'm doing the
entrancing.
DVD logo thing with
Yeah, it's
my
like,
dancing lights against the
bing,
crystals.
Oh, do you activate your dancing lights?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you activate your dancing lights, all the natural light, the natural luminescence disappears.
Interesting. I'm gonna like experiment with this and just like have the dancing lights go like all the way to it and then like as far away from it as I can.
Any source of light in this chamber extinguishes the natural luminescence.
Can with the dancing lights like all the way up against it, can I see like the actual like mushrooms and fungus or whatever was causing the
You
illumination?
can also see every so often coming from the stalactites little juts of quartz and rubies and emeralds and hundreds of thousands of gold pieces worth of crystals and gems.
I'm gonna turn the dancing lights off then and
Okay.
just kind of take in this
So-
natural wonder.
The lights extinguish once again, and a few minutes go by, and the lights begin to slowly, almost like if you go quiet out into a forest, the silence begins to slowly get overwhelmed by crickets and birds. This light begins to slowly raise and raise until this time it's a light cyan instead of a green. And you just kind of stand there and look at it. And every so often, they all seem to shimmer at once, almost like a wave crashing over them. But your 2 hours go by unimpeded, and you awaken Sid. Sid, you're not wanting to wake up. Everything hurts.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, but like life's a bitch right now. But you kind of slowly groan awake, and you look up, and it's a rather nice, relatively nice place to wake up, out of all things considered. And you begin your 2 hours. Sid, without disadvantage, roll me a perception. Try and get another 7. Keep it in track.
I'm good at perception.
19. Very nice.
Boy.
So, Sid, you kind of wake up, do some morning stretches, kind of reapply.
Actually, so once everybody's asleep, Sid removes his cloak and his gloves, and like there's all these blisters and stuff on his arms and in between his fingers, and he just slowly starts like draining all the blisters. Like
In my sleep, I pull my kerchief.
you begin
Hear from the quiet.
you begin your methodical kind of reapplying bandages, making sure everything's salved up correctly.
yeah.
The river water did feel nice the day before, but here we are.
The bouncing off the bank didn't.
The water in the
more scars and blisters.
the water in the
And-
lungs did not feel good.
And the literal dying.
yeah, that and falling down, getting
Twice.
crushed by a cow didn't
An
feel great
invisible
either.
cow.
Yeah,
A meteor. It's fine.
yesterday was not your day.
You've gone down 3 times already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Only episode 2.
you wake up,
Not a good start.
and as you're kind of standing there, just kind of doing a few stretches, walking around, draining everything, not directly on your allies, because that'd be gross, just into their snoring mouths.
Got the towel.
You walk.
That
kinda-
word chunky.
You kind of walk towards the edge. You're about a few feet back from the edge, but you can just kind of walk, look around, and you look across, and there you can see the beginnings of some stonework, probably about 90 feet across from where you are now. The beginnings of stonework that Drapus thought he saw the night before, or during his rest or his watch. And you kind of peek out, look around, and it looks like large stone carved steps going up into the darkness. That's all you see. But unless you plan to do something, your 2 hours go by. You make sure before everyone wakes up you've bandaged up everything, so covered all your embarrassments, and everyone begins slowly rousing. What is the plan? While you guys talk, I'm quickly gonna run to the bathroom.
So we need to figure out a way to get across this 15-foot gap.
Yeah.
And there's water beneath it. So are you willing to cross it? Not being
Well,
sarcastic. Not being sarcastic. Like how much?
Of course, why wouldn't I?
You don't exactly have a good track record with the water.
You left me alone.
No,
You left me alone.
Sid does not have a good track record. I
Sid tried.
saved him.
Sid tried.
He
clung
jumped
to a
in. I had to run around and go get him. Like,
You clung
Listen.
to a post.
and that's why I didn't fall in.
Hey, you fell in.
No, I got drug in. That's a huge difference.
Okay, we're fighting. We're not having solutions here. We're just fighting. Okay.
All right.
So,
So what are our options here?
Well,
It's 15
there's
feet across, right? Is what he said?
yes,
Mhm.
yeah. There's the option to jump. There's the option to
A
not.
Mongol jump.
Do we have anything? Do we have anything that we could make some type of
I've got
rope
a
bridge or anything?
quarterstaff, I've got a scholar's pack, a spell book. I got an herbalism kit, 5 gold pieces worth of incense, 3 jars of ink, 2 quills, 11
So
blank
now-
scrolls, 1. He just keeps taking things out of his pocket. A
Yeah, he's just
frying
like, I got
pan,
this,
some cooking
And this,
utensils.
and this.
I've got a
Um,
Dungeoneer's pack, which means I've got the Pythons, I've got the hammer and crowbar, things like that. But that doesn't do us any good if there's not anything to latch onto.
Yeah, I
Or-
was gonna say it's gonna come down to when he gets back asking. So going to the edge and
Yeah,
seeing
can we
about
tighten
that? What is
using the
happening?
wall to go around the edge.
Yeah. Also, it's not a long distance. I know I heard him say there were
It's a good
stalactites. Are there stalagmites? Like, is there stuff that we could, like, lasso with rope? Because it's not a long distance. You're
You're
muted,
muted.
Gareth.
There are not
There we go.
stalagmites. The ground itself
Okay.
is pot marked and looks like little puddles and stuff.
Okay.
So if we've got the tunnel, you walk out, there's a platform. If I follow the wall around, is it just like a big room that has just a hole going all the way across? Like you have to cross the hole, there's no way going around it, or
So essentially, this room is like a massive egg. You guys are at the point of the egg. So the tunnel came out. You guys are at the point of the egg. 10 feet out from the tunnel, there is a chasm. Across that, 15 feet, there is darkness and more ground. There are stalactites coming, kind of encasing the entire ceiling. And you could try and get around the edge, because the chasm runs below, and this is... So the wall kind of goes like this, and so the walls would kind of butt up like that. So you could try and get across there. It might be easy, it might be precarious, who knows?
So there's like a shimmying ledge.
There is no ledge.
it's
There's
just
no
using the wall, trying to grip onto the wall somehow.
Yes.
Is the wall stone or dirt? Is
The
it
wall-
soft, hard?
This whole wall is a stone cavern.
Okay.
So you could
Well,
try
I've got my
and...
climbing tools.
Yeah, if you have pittons and stuff, you could try and climb your way across.
I mean, we've got a lot of rope.
It's just someone has to make the way across
If we
first.
get one person across, we could make a pretty decent bridge. Pull ourselves across.
Yeah. So who?
So we throw Levy across.
I'm just gonna yeet Yevy across this.
Man, if only you had a chicken, you
15
could...
foot.
If only you had a chicken, you could eat
No.
across.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Just hang on.
Take the rope, McFly.
Honestly,
McFly away.
like I'm pretty athletic, but that's really the only thing I got going for me. So it's literally like a jump I would be probably the best at, but it's also the riskiest.
What is your strength
I mean-
score?
What is my what?
Strength score.
15.
That's exactly your long jump distance.
I mean,
Yeah.
mine's 17.
Mine's 11.
Sid could,
Oh, you have a 17th of strength?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Sid
never mind.
could try and make it.
We don't know how strong he is. He's been unconscious the whole time.
Yeah. So jumping across is going to be the riskiest.
I can attempt
But then-
climbing.
Other than that, it's going to be you climbing, using the wall to climb around. So what I think that's going to be the least risky. What I think you should do, tie a rope to you and anchor that into the wall.
Oh, for sure. I'm a climber.
And then just climb over and
Yeah.
do two. Anchor 1 foot height, 1 hand height. That way, the rest of us have a handhold and a rope to stand on as we.
That's what I was
across.
planning on doing if there was anything on the other side to shorten that distance, because as far as you've described it, like the wall is getting wider the further we go, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So my initial idea was I try to get across, and then I have a vertical hold stuck in the wall with a python and a foothold stuck in the wall, and you shimmy across the shorter distance of the chasm. But if you guys want to try the long way around, I can go around and start securing the edges. But I kind of need to know ahead of time.
So what I'm thinking is you have the whole room, right?
Yeah.
Go to the edge. So the chasm is vertical in this. Go to the edge, and you're going to put just straight across the edge. It's just going to be a 15-foot run. You're going to anchor 2 ropes, go across, anchor 2 ropes, and then we'll be standing on the rope, 1 rope, handheld on the other rope, and we'll strafe
Okay,
across.
so that's what I was planning. It was just different verbalization.
Yeah, that way you have something high in the wall and low in the wall, and then we could use that as kind of a makeshift little rope bridge to get across real quick.
Yeah.
I would anchor.
And we have
three
plenty of
ropes.
rope.
I would anchor
Three
three
ropes.
ropes, one as a safety catch in case someone falls. So
I mean, we have
one
plenty of
hand
rope. We
height,
can anchor a
one
billion of
hand
them if
height,
we want to.
1 foot height, and then one tied to the person. So
Yeah.
they fall, it's not going to die.
So we could do that. So anchor 3 on this side, 2 on the other side. It's just you're going to be the most risky because you're going to have to go over with no help.
Sid, are you going to try and do your long jump? Because your long jump is your strength score.
So would I have to roll for that, or I could just make it
You
across,
can just
right?
jump.
Yeah.
Oh, he just makes it?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's more than 15.
Oh, well then
So
if
if
he
you
guys
can
got
make
17.
it.
Give me 3 ropes.
I'll give him my rope.
No. You're going to take 2. You're going to take the end of 2 and
Okay, I'll
anchor
set
2
up the
over
rolls,
there.
Yeah.
And then we'll anchor 3 over here, the other end of your 2 and a third. And then the third will just be tied off. That way, it's gonna suck. Actually, no. Anchor all 3 on your side. That way, if somebody falls, they get pulled up on the side we're going to anyway.
Perfect. So Levy, you're gonna anchor those up good for me.
Yes.
And I'll
Yes,
jump
I will.
across with all 3, and anchor them to the other side.
Yeah, so you come back to the edge of the wall, you do a run, you jump across, you make it fairly easily. And you climb, you anchor some of the pittance across. Okay, who's going first? Who's on first?
I'm almost 400 pounds, so I should test it first because I should be. I mean, unless somebody's heavier, so I'll do limit test right out the gate. Unless nobody's opposed to me going first. So I'm gonna tie the safety one to me and then use like I was describing, kind of shimmy across, handhold, and then walk across the third rope.
So you're going to create like 300 DOS accounts and just overload a server to see its load.
That was
Sorry.
a deep dive there.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll cut that.
Not live.
Edit point.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me a athletics with advantage.
$19.
Fairly easily, you make your way across, just kind of shimmying away, doing a little shimmy, making your way across. You land beside Sid, give him a woohoo! All right, who's next?
And I'm gonna take my safety rope off and toss it back over for the next person to tie off to.
Levine or Larch?
I kind of want it to be Larch because I've still got the climbing. Like worst case, he gets across and something comes off. I still have a decent shot of getting across on my own if
Okay.
I have to.
So
Yeah, I'll
Larch,
go
you're
next.
gonna go.
Yep.
All right, athletics advantage. While this is happening, Sid and Drapus, are you guys just standing there, or are you guys gonna go off an adventure, split the party?
I'm waiting for people to get over.
I'm
'Cause
watching everybody try.
I'm trying to man the safety rope.
17, Larch, very nice. You just kind of do it once again. You just do a quick line over. You do a little 2-step onto the ground, and you're there. You double high five, Drapus and Sid.
Slap hands.
You do a little fisting, and there you go.
Whoa.
Phrasing. That's for the OnlyFans.
Pardon.
All right, Levine, roll me an athletics check with disadvantage. No, I'm joking. With advantage.
I was about to say what?
But why?
Getting bored, guys. Watch out.
That's what you
Well.
needed.
There you go. Nailed it. First try.
You
Got
begin shimmy your way across, and at one point your foot slips, and you begin kind of plunging, and you grab on the safety rope, kind of going down. You just kind of pull yourself back up, shimmy your way back fully across. You've made it. You kind of crouch down the other side. Your heart's kind of in your throat, but you're there. You are now on the Dark Expanse. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
Whale.
See from where we are with my dark vision.
A
Like
whale
I know
appears.
the bioluminescence is up, but ooh.
Hello.
I'm gonna start following the wall around.
Okay.
See where there's an opening, because I think I saw that stonework. So I'm gonna go try and follow the wall around and confirm what I think I saw.
All right. So first order of business. Are there lights active?
I don't have anything.
I don't have one.
I can put my dancing lights on if we need it.
There is still the bioluminescence.
Yeah, the room's naturally lit right now,
Mhm.
and it's like well lit, right? There's no limited vision in here.
It's dim, but it's got a decent lighting to it.
Okay.
Would the
So
dancing
if
lights
it's
be
dim,
bright?
do I get full light?
Yeah, you're still fine.
Okay.
You guys,
I'm
some of the
just trying to
colors
remember
are
what dark vision.
Drapus and the other two. The colors are a little off, but it's still, you can still see shapes and objects and stuff.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna start following the wall around and look for where that stonework was, or an opening some way out.
Okay. So, no lights and left or right wall.
Well, the wall that we were crossed on.
Okay, so we'll see the left one.
So we were at a big room.
Yep.
We crossed the chasm at one side,
Yeah.
whichever side
Okay.
it was, and then
We'll
I'm
say
gonna
the
keep
left
that
one.
wall and keep working around.
All right. Let's have everyone roll me perception checks. Good job, Levine. Oh, good job, Jesse. Good job, Trapus.
Judge me.
Good job, Larch. All right. Claps all around.
Oh,
That was 2 nat ones. Good job, guys. Right. So,
Level 2.
you guys begin progressing along the left-hand side wall. Kind of just feeling your way across, just keeping an eye out. You go about 50 or so feet before ahead of you, Sid, you can see from where you saw yesterday, the night before, or this morning, I guess, the beginnings of some steps. Drapus, you can see these steps. All of you can at this point see these steps. It's actually in the center of this room. So it's an egg shape. You guys have begun kind of following along this side, and right around here, this is the base of the egg. Right around here is this kind of small step pyramid in the center of this room.
Okay, so I was confused. I thought that the chasm we crossed was in the center of the room.
No.
It was just we walked in and it was just right there. Get on the other side, and there was a huge opening in the rest of the room.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this room's like an egg. You guys started at the top of the egg.
the
You guys
narrow
went
end
10
of
feet.
the egg.
Yeah.
You went
And then
10
the room
feet.
got-
There's a
okay.
chasm, 15 feet chasm, and then the rest of the egg you have no idea about.
Okay. Yeah. Then I was going. If that's the case, then I'll just kind of walk out into the room, trying to figure out what was over there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be aiming for where I saw the steps. So
Yeah, so you guys can see these steps. It looks like probably around 25 on each side, stone little kind of stepped pyramid.
Is there any openings, or is it just a solid,
No openings.
pyramid sitting there?
Just looks like there's steps going up.
What's at the top? Is it just a tip at the top? Just a block up there?
It goes up about 25, 30 feet, so you can go up to the top if you want.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
It
just go
looks
up
like
to
it
the top.
flattens off to a plateau.
Okay. Is it So is it big enough or the top? You said it's like 25 foot sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just go up to the top.
All right, so you begin climbing up the steps. Each step is around 6 feet high, so there's only a few
Okay.
steps. And at the top, in this 7 by 7 foot square, imagine yourself, you're standing on top of a Mayan temple.
Okay. But really tiny.
Yes, it's a miniature size. I mean, 25 feet is still pretty
just
big.
a baby height.
Yeah.
Compared to
temple.
compared to you guys, 25 feet is still pretty big.
Yeah.
Up on top is a beautifully ornate stone sarcophagus.
I'm getting my light crossbow out.
Well, you don't see it
Okay.
yet, do you?
No, but I would have the second we got across.
Oh, okay.
Levy sus.
Levy says there's something. So I'm gonna yell down and be like, "Hey, there's a coffin up here. Is it open or is it still closed?" Is it? It's closed, right? It's just a
Closed,
stone.
and you hear, "Who is it?"
I'm Larch.
Do we hear it?
So do I sense undead around me?
Are you going to use Sense Undead?
I have an ungodly sense. I naturally sense aberrations, undead, and something else within 60 feet of me, and I automatically know what they are. So, like, if it's undead, I would know it's undead.
You do.
I have
sense
to use an
undead.
action to do it, but I am doing that.
Yes, you do sense undead. Inside
And
this stone sarcophagus.
Okay, so I let everybody know there's something undead in this sarcophagus.
Now, you guys don't necessarily hear this, but it's not necessarily something you can hear. It's in your minds.
Is the sense the same I got from the voice that spoke to me in the hall? It's
It's
different.
a different voice.
Okay, lovely.
And it asked, "Who is it?"
I'm Larch.
Larch, did you actually say I'm Larch?
Yeah, I like to say it.
Larch, open my coffin.
Well, what's your name?
What is their name? Let me pull up my notes here.
There are those who call me
Dovahkiin.
Tim. So
We are the night.
So another-
things.
another part of that ability is within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or defiled, as with the Hallow spell.
Neither.
Okay.
It answers Morzoth.
It's an interesting name. I haven't heard that one before.
Sid is climbing the pyramid now.
Okay. Larch, open my coffin.
Are we all hearing this, or is just Larch?
Larch is the only one who
It's
introduced.
in our minds.
Larch is the
like,
only one who introduced himself, though.
I'll start walking up to it.
Okay. You begin climbing the steps. This is how you climb.
Exactly. It's a firbolt thing.
Yeah. Levine, are you climbing the steps?
No,
The 7,000
I'm
steps
staying
to
at the
High
base.
Growth?
I'll walk up. No,
Nah,
no,
B.
dude. No, dude. I will go up to the base. Like I'll be at the bottom step, but I'm not going all the way up. I'm gonna stay down with my crossbow out.
And I'll start pushing the lid off.
No, the fuck you're not.
So Dreyfus and Sid, you two are at the top now. You see Larch kind of crest the peak and just kind of does his little furball meander over, and just kind of puts his hand on the sides of the coffin and goes to push. What do you guys
And
do?
I'm stopping the. You're not opening this.
Is that
Yes.
strength?
Sid is reaching into his like chainmail and pulls out a necklace
Do
that it's like a upside down triangle with 3 teardrops on it, and he's just
Open
holding
the
that in his hand.
coffin.
He sounds like he's stuck in there.
Do it, Large. Open my coffin. Strike down those that stop you.
See, he's not your friend. He's telling you to hit your friends.
Well, maybe we should just be more supportive of this guy, Maybe he's just
Larch.
like,
Put it to a vote.
Larch, my friend, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
It's gonna be bad.
All right,
15.
not maybe.
You feel, as he says, strike down those that stop you, this overwhelming just darkness encroach into your mind, and you just kind of quickly look over towards Drapus. And then you remember, you just remember, and you fight back, and you have resisted. You guys suck.
Fireball.
Slide it open a little bit.
Knife ball.
Fireball inside. Close it. Yeah.
It's like in Monsters Inc. when they blow up the sock.
A 2319.
But Larch, you feel this encroaching force of will over your body, but you manage to fight it off.
I look at the coffin. Hey man, that was nice. I don't want to fight my buddies.
Is the sarcophagus attached? Is it just sitting on the top, or is it like part of this pyramid?
It is a part of this pyramid.
Okay.
And
I was getting ready to sled this thing down into the chasm.
what languages do you speak, Drapus?
I speak
Draconic and something, probably.
Common and Draconic.
Common and Draconic. Larch? What languages do you speak?
Where is that?
Yes, the do language.
Got it.
That is an
Common, Giant,
invaluable
Elven.
language. Sorry, what languages?
Common, Giant, Elven.
Common, Giant, Elven. Sid?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Orc.
Nope. None of you. So this stone sarcophagus is built into this we'll call it what it is, altar itself. On the top of the sarcophagus there are large runes and scrawlings, beautiful ornate filigree all across it, and inside the center of this sarcophagus, embedded in the center of the sarcophagus is a large kind of bulging out bubble of platinum. It looks like this thing would be worth a lot.
And sorry, where is it?
This is at the top of this. So the sarcophagus is a rectangle, and in the center of this rectangle is just like this large dome of platinum.
Like just right in the middle of the lid.
The lid.
Yep.
Does it look like it's like attached in the lid, or is it sitting on the lid?
Just
It looks like it's built into the lid.
like embedded.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a lip around this platinum. So you could try and jimmy it out, but
Hey, Levy, you got your jeweler's tools with you too?
I've got a crowbar.
You would.
You think that thing's going to be small enough for some jeweler's tools?
open my coffin. Whereas once this voice was soft and almost somewhat polite, it begins to get deep and guttural and wanting. Now,
I say we leave it and just bounce.
fools, do it.
Release me. I will grant your wishes.
What's the magic word?
Now.
I don't think that's the magic word.
I think we should. I'm sitting up here,
Do you
like
promise
still
to
hands
play
on it,
nice?
not letting Larch open it. But I'm like, we should probably just leave it here.
I'm interested at this point. Can I go up and see if I can read it?
Sure. You kind of do a little tiefling shimmy up it.
Yeah.
You know, as tieflings do. What languages do you speak?
Common and Infernal and Elvish.
It is Infernal.
That's what I thought. It says.
It says in Infernal, bow before the slain devil.
General Zod.
Bow before the slain devil king Morzoth. Forever their soul may rest here. Take this as warning. Do not release them. What'd you say, Katie?
I definitely translate that for the guys.
Well, see, we should just leave it here, and I make sure the lid is like centered from where Larch was pushing it, and I'm like, let's go.
Okay. I hop down.
Sid?
I'm still holding the holy symbol around my neck. I'm gonna put one hand on the coffin.
And cast Raise Undead.
Yeah. Morzoth. How'd you die?
Release me. Now.
It's a weird way to die.
Hey, Levy, should I try and get the big platinum bubble out of it?
Just look at him.
And not.
Where are you going to carry it?
Where am I going
That's
to
my
carry the
answer. Where you're just going to hold it in your arms? As far as I know, this isn't a little baby platinum piece. This isn't a brooch.
Okay.
His prison pocket.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna,
It's in the Indiana Jones pocket.
No. Okay. Out of all of our time together, where do you think I'm going to carry a piece of platinum?
You're going to make me hold it, is what you're going to do. And I say
on the platinum.
No.
Okay.
And I'm grabbing him.
Are you? Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm actually like starting to pry on the platinum.
Make both of you make athletics checks, contested strength checks.
Can I use my once a day Fearbulg?
Oh my
detect
god!
magic?
Detect magic. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I also use my tail because I'm pissed. I have an extremely dexterous and strong tail.
We rolled the
What
same, so
are
I will sweep
let's
his
see.
legs.
Detect magic.
Yeah, you get a one a day.
1
detect
foot
magic.
of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of stone or earth. It is less than a foot. So yeah, deep inside the sarcophagus is a blindingly powerful source of magic.
What
Several,
kind of magic?
actually. You know, the magic kind. I don't know, man. I don't
I
fucking
get
know.
to know the schools.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the school is.
Okay.
It's an item. It's not a school.
Okay.
For some reason, they don't give magic items.
I wants to open the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
There's like a load of magic in there.
So
There are
So
several
what happens-
loads of magic in there, actually.
what happens when we both rolled 8?
So, the tie goes to the defender, which is
would be me
Drapus.
because she's attacking me.
So, Levy, you begin kind of grabbing onto his shoulders and pulling him back, and Drapus, you have a chance to try and pry this thing out. Go ahead and roll me a strength check. Just strength. 18. Nope. You and you feel another pop as you reassert your back into the proper position. You fixed yourself, But this does not make it.
Well, I tried. It's not coming out. It's in there pretty good.
Fools. Release me now.
Can we have all your magic stuff if we let you out?
Larch, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
You're the only one that told him your name.
15.
15 again.
So you take 5 points of psychic damage. As just this shard of pain shoots through your head.
That wasn't nice.
I say we kill it. Again. Kill it again. Because he's
Already
in a coffin.
dead and stuck in a coffin.
Yeah.
He literally can't get out on his own. Why don't we just leave it?
I mean, we can leave it. Are we leaving it? Let's leave it. Let's go.
I'm good.
Sid, are you still touching the coffin?
Yes.
You feel the lid where your hand is slowly heating to the touch. He does a line of coke. Woo!
Yeah.
Let's go!
I'll have one line of Coke, please.
How did you die?
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage, Mr. Sid.
For brevity, we could just skip his rolls. You know that, right?
3. You just hear a growl in the back of your mind.
Like, are we leaving? Are we opening it?
Release me.
Put it to a vote. I'm voting open.
Way back down the pyramid, saying,
vote
I
open.
read it to you.
He voted. Sid, open or leave.
Open.
There's 2. Large,
There's
open or
3.
leave.
The 2 that already died today.
Yesterday.
I'll back all the way down the stairs. I guess open it.
There's 4. 4 for open.
And I'm sliding the thing off.
Okay, so you stand up. Sid, are you going to assist? Your hands are still on the coffin.
Cameras are messed up again.
God damn it. Because
Maybe lost music.
Hey, I'm still good.
You feel good.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm still good.
Hey, you guys. Wow, look, it's fixed.
There you go.
Yeah, so but hold on, I'm still holding this
But-
my holy symbol.
Yep.
And then with the other hand, yeah, I'm pushing in the same direction.
So the 3 hands push all at once. A blast of cold radiates throughout the room. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Whale.
We're dead.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
So do we
Levy
come with a backup character next time? Or...
I've already
Just-
got mine rolled.
Just Sid.
I should have just started with the bard. It's what I'm supposed to be.
Well,
It's my destiny.
You have one
This is
trick.
your rebellious arc.
Yeah.
all right. Thank you, everyone, very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see what happens. Oh, first, hold on. Did we decide if we wanted to go weekly or every other week still?
You cut out a little bit.
Did we decide if we wanted to go weekly or every other week still?
I'm good for weekly.
I'm
I
also
can-
good for weekly.
I can do weekly.
I'm good with it.
All right. Well, then, starting next week, we are going to be going to every week. So we will see you all on the 5th. Thank you very much again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.